Under the lights at Cougar Stadium, an opportunity to do something for the first time since 1982. The Cougar Walk has happened, and Grayson County is looking to take down North Bullitt. And a good evening and welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Grayson County High School for tonight's coverage of Cougar football on K105. Sam Gormley and the former Cougar Jake Clemens. And Jake, I've been like, I'm not playing, you're not playing, but I don't know about you, but I've been like on edge all day here because we're trying to do something that Grayson County hasn't done since your dad played.
Yeah, exactly, Sam. You know, it's exciting. I've been the same way, just chomping at the bit to get out here tonight and to watch history happen. They've got such a great chance tonight to do something that has been talked about forever, that only that 82 team has been able to do. And this is our chance. This is our chance. It's exciting.
It's an opportunity for this Grayson County team, and that is really exciting. Grayson County 9-2 record, have consecutive 9-win seasons for only the third time in program history. The last time that happened, do you know anybody that was on that?
Maybe a couple guys.
I don't know if you know anybody there. A win tonight would give Grayson County only their third 10-win season in program history and would allow the Cougars to advance to the regional championship for the first time since 1982. Throughout the game, we're going to be doing a lot of, well, not really any math. Luckily, the math has been done, Jake, but I've got here this is the, and we can even put it on camera, this is the spreadsheet of everything that can happen. And this is all of the different scenarios because you remember third round RPI-wise. So if you're a North Bullitt fan here, you've got yours in here too. I'm not leaving you out. We're going to add in, and we'll talk about that, so on who everyone could play. North Bullitt, though, it's pretty simple. If you win tonight, you're playing at the winner of South Warren Graves County. If you're Grayson County, a little bit of weird can happen, but we'll talk about that throughout the broadcast. North Bullitt, 6-5 record. It is their most wins in a season since 2020. The Eagles won their first playoff game last week over Fairdale, 21-13. It was their first win in the playoffs since 2020. This is not the first time that the Eagles have played playoffs against Grayson County. It's the fourth time that they've met in the playoffs. Grayson County leads that matchup 2-1. Eagles have not won in Litchfield, though, since back in the 80s. So it's been a while now. They don't play every single year, so that stat is a little bit misleading. Jason Schum is the interim head coach for this program. Grayson County and North Bullitt coming up on the Locker Room Show, brought to you by Hometown Hangout. We'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head man, Brian Jones, and give you Clemens Keys. That comes up and more right here on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentucky.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars of Grayson County are about to take on the North Bullitt Eagles. North Bullitt, record of 6-5. Grayson County beat this team 34-7 when they played back a couple of weeks ago. Caden Dorsey, the starting quarterback, 40 of 87, 691, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He is and I feel like this is such a football cliche, Jake, a sneaky athlete where he's solidly built. Mm-hmm. He's not afraid to run you over, but he'll also bust a big run. He's got about 300 rushing yards, not necessarily his game, but appears the Eagles are going to be without their leading rusher, Evan Ernspiker, who is 807 yards 7 yards a carry. He's missed the last 2, and when we were down there earlier, Jake, he is in street clothes, and that is a huge loss for this North Bullitt team.
Yeah, you hate that for a guy of his caliber, because he's just a stud running back. You hate to see that. It'll change our game plan a little bit as well. As we were talking to some of the coaches, if he's in the backfield, you know where the ball is going because he's such a great running back. So it's going to change things up a little bit. As you said, Dorsey is a great runner. He's a little sneaky. He uses his mind and kind of just that football IQ to find some running lanes and things like that. He won't blow you off the page with athleticism, but he'll make some plays.
We both were talking about Avery Kelly, number 2. You're going to be seeing him. You may remember him from the game back about 6 weeks ago. Kelly is a do-everything kind of guy. 48 carries, 418 yards, also their leading receiver. And how about this stat here for you, Jake? He has caught 12 passes this year. 7 of those have been for touchdowns.
Wow.
That's a pretty good percentage.
Listen, yeah, anytime that guy gets the ball, he can take it to the house. 7 out of 12 times, that's amazing. So we got to make sure we know where he's at all times.
Defensively, he's been up and down for them, allowing 25.9 points per game this season. But it's this simple, Jake. When they allow 30 points, they lose.
Yep.
They're 0-5 when they allow 30 points, 6-0 when they don't allow 30 points. So I might not be a football expert, but 30 points seems like a mark that we're going to be tracking throughout tonight's game. Cody Hill is the kicker as well for this North Bullitt team. Grayson County, the opportunity. It's the word that we've been discussing all week. We'll take a break, and we'll introduce you to them coming up after this, as this is Cougar Football on K105.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMeister for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Cougar Football on K105.
Grayson County enters with a 9-2 record, that chance to move to 10 wins for only the 3rd time in program history. Colby Chaffins last week, Jake, did something that only one other person in the history of Grayson County football did, and that was pass for 1,000 yards consecutive. Crazy accomplishment.
It's such a great accomplishment for that young man, and it's a testament to him and the faith that Coach Jones has in him as well. And it's great to see him get in the record books for that.
Caden Hanshaw, his main running back, and he just does what Caden Hanshaw does, is pretty much the best way to describe it. 1,420 yards. He's averaging 7.3 yards per carry. He will look today to become only the 3rd person in program history to rush for 1,500 yards in a single season, joining Doug Thompson and Qdarius Jennings. And that's a pretty darn good running back combo.
Yeah, and Q's going to be playing tomorrow, for Murray as they take on UK. So, that's a great couple guys to have your name mentioned with. What a great running back.
Grayson Chaffins, the second half of the law firm, has been phenomenal this season. 40 catches, 650 yards, and 6 touchdowns. The thing I like about Grayson is they've kind of taken the Burrow Chase effect of saying, we're going to compete, we're going to complete this pass whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and I think so. They've got such a connection going now that they know where each other's at on the field. Now you see Grayson, if Colby gets into one of those scramble drills, he's trying to get open, and they have that connection, and that's great to see. Like you said, we're gonna throw it. we're going to try it. So I love it.
And I love it. And, hey, the law firm.
Hey, they're there. I love it. It's going to stick. Yeah.
They're there whenever you need it. I think they're even talking about making T-shirts now.
Ooh,
I think we deserve like some what is it?
Royalty
there you go.
Or at least just a T-shirt.
Yeah. Listen, hey, I'm not easy to. I was asked earlier this week by the sheriff for my T-shirt size. So maybe
I was too.
Oh, so maybe that's what it
might be a good sign.
Maybe it's a law firm T-shirt. Grayson County's offense has been very good over these last couple of weeks, but the defense too. 14.7 points per game, 113 on the ground, 117 through the air. Caden Hanshaw, though, I think that move of him to defensive end has really helped this defense a lot.
It really has, Sam. You know, he's able to set the edge really well, and he has a high football IQ as well. And so having him up there on that D-line just helps set the tone up there. And I think it's going to be big tonight. Our linebackers are really going to have to trust their reads because North Bullitt likes to pull their guards a lot. So that's something they're going to have to do, and then our DBs are going to have to be ready on the side for Avery.
Evan Hasty is the kicker as well for Grayson County, 38 of 41 on PAT attempts, and he attempted the long field goal last week, which was at least kind of fun.
Yeah.
Brian Jones, the head coach, district coach of the year. We'll take a break, talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Cougar football on K105.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
So hit 30 and 5.
K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Worley joined now by Coach Brian Jones of the Grayson County Cougars. Coach, game against Iroquois, not to take any shots at Iroquois, but that's a team that struggles as a whole. How do you watch film from a game like that?
We move on pretty quick from it, to be honest with you. There was probably 10 clips that I kind of saved and put together, to kind of review, make sure that it was fresh in my mind. Hey, like, we need to do this better next week. But I didn't even share that with the team. It was just kind of something for myself to make sure that we addressed it throughout this week, just areas that I felt like we could improve upon. And so, to be honest, and again, I'm with you, nothing against them. I think they have grown tremendously from last year to this year, but, we move on pretty quick and try to get back focused on North Bullitt, as a opponent we've already faced once this year. So really we move to what did we do well against them and what did we not do well against them, and try to, make sure we look at those things and try to address those issues throughout the week. Ways can we expand upon the things that were good, and again, like I said, how do we fix what wasn't?
Colby, last game, became only the second player in program history to pass for 1,000 yards twice in his career. What kind of accomplishment is that?
I think it's a big one, especially for a program like ours that it's so run heavy and run oriented and has been for as long as I've known anything about the program. Coach Embry has said that, I guess back when Steichleather and some of those guys had some yardage and what have you, they did throw it quite a bit. And, we had some games that were under 5 attempts for the game. And, that's pretty uncommon in today's football. But, So for him to have the yardage with such few attempts, I think is pretty big. I think it speaks highly of him doing a good job finding open receivers, and I think it says a lot about our receivers that we've had those 2 years too that are able to do something with the catch. Grayson's 17 yards a catch or so, and there's a number of those that are caught for just a couple yard gain that he turns into bigger gains. So, all the way around, I think it's really good. I think it says a lot about him, says a lot about our receivers, and that's a big accomplishment for our program that, like I said, we're going to run it 30 times a game, not throw it. So those stats are tough to come by.
We've talked a lot over these last couple of weeks about opportunity and the opportunity that you all have tonight. How do you find the balance between not feeling too much pressure in a game like this, but still yet understanding the opportunity that's in front of you?
I think we talk about it a little bit. I think me personally, it weighs on me quite a bit, the pressure of the situation, I guess you could say. It's been 42 years since we've made it to the next round. And there's probably been, half a dozen teams play in this game. And so I think you've got to, fake it till you make it maybe in some of those scenarios. And so, when I address the team, it's not going to, or I'm going to do my best shot at not, weighing my pressures on them. I want them to play fast and free and have a ball while doing it and be loosey-goosey and kind of get after it. So, but for me, I think this is a different scenario than, say, last year. I would have said, last year Fairdale came in probably favored in that game. And, so there's less pressure, I think, in those situations. I think because of our last two seasons and our games with North Bullitt, I would say that most people would say we're favored in this game. So I think there's a little bit of added pressure, and this is a game you should win. And so I haven't noticed that I think the guys feel that way, though. But for me personally, this is one we should win, so we need to go out and win it. And, so I put some pressure on myself to call a good game and what have you. But at the end of the day, players make plays. So
you saw this North Bullitt team about 6 weeks ago. How have they gotten better since that point?
Well, I think they've changed a little bit, less motion. They were a motion to get to their two-back kind of gun situations, and to me it looks like they're doing that far less and just lining up with two backs in the backfield. I think the option game is one that puts a lot of stress on a defense to play their assignments, and they have stuck to their guns of, hey, we're an option team. And the Ernspiker kid's kind of been in and out of the lineup and had some really, really big games, and they've done a really nice job of, when he's been healthy, feeding him. I think he's got a couple 200-yard games where he is rushing the ball, 22, 26 times in a game, and you got a horse, you got to feed him. So and they've got one. So I think those things, there's no mistaking what their identity is on either end of the ball. And so for that, I think when you know who you are or who you want to be, and you stick to it, and you're not changing defensive fronts and coverages, and you just say, hey, this is what we're going to be about, I think you have an opportunity to get better at those things and do them well. And I think, like I said, they've really honed in at what they want to be good at, and they've done a nice job here to close out the season with some good wins.
The opportunity, 1982, the only other time that Grayson County has been to the region championship game. You get the chance to do that tonight. How do you do it?
I think it's going to be a sloppy surface out there. All the rain that we've gotten over the last couple of weeks. It's wintertime, so that moisture is not burning off with the sun and what have you. And so I think ball security. I think the guys that the team that turns it over less. And then I think the team that handles those conditions as far as it being able to keep their feet and tackle, sustain blocks, because I do think there's going to be some loose footing out there, and you'll see some guys probably slip and slide and fall down and some things like that, because there's some areas that it's pretty loose. So team that handles conditions and the team that turns it over the least. And, for us, we've got to finish drives with some points. So You know, we have gotten out there and practiced, and not on the game field, but in kind of similar conditions on a field. And I thought our guys did a pretty nice job, but, you know, still got to do it tonight and you know, get after these guys as best we can, because I think, you know, their goal is going to be able to avenge that loss. Again, I think anybody would give up a win during the season to have a win during the playoffs.
Coach, good luck. More comes up in the locker room show after this.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium. Grayson County and North Bullitt here. Winner moves on to the region championship, and we'll be able to keep track of our... You like my sheet here?
I love it, Sam.
It's pretty fancy here.
You're on top of it.
I've got all of the different scenarios, even the ones that, you know, maybe like that one, or I'm just pointing at a random one. That's, you know, like what happens if Graves County, Grayson County, Owensboro, and Moore win? Well, then Grayson County's headed to Owensboro.
Let's go.
Then we got it. Like, listen, and or if North Bullitt wins in that case, then North Bullitt's headed to Graves County. Right. Good luck. That's a hike. That's a hike
That's a
for
long
you.
way.
It is. We've been there many times. Yeah. We're getting close here, so you know what that means? Time for Clemens Key.
Hey, let's go, Sam. You know, I'm excited. My first key tonight is set the tone early. I think that's going to be so important in this game, and setting the tone by making sure that if we get the ball first, we're scoring. And then once we get on defense, setting the tone early, playing good, tough, disciplined football. Number two, I think, is winning the line of scrimmage. That's going to be big tonight. As Coach Jones mentioned, that the field conditions are going to be a little bit sloppy. It's wet out there. The field's holding water. Winning the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And the last thing is winning the turnover battle. We need to make sure that we hold on to that ball. It's going to be wet tonight. It's going to be a little bit muddy. So if we get in traffic, we got to hold on the ball. Ball security is going to be big. And then, you know, forcing turnovers, too, against North Bullitt. So I think those three things, we come out, we do those, we got a good chance at a victory.
And that's one of those things, too, is, you know, we touched on it that North Bullitt is without their leading rusher, Evan Ernspiker. For an option team, losing a part of your option, I mean, that can potentially have some of those pitches just be, I mean, those pitches being that much. You know it. You played in a team where pitches, timing is everything.
It is.
North Bullitt, who knows how many wet fields they've played on this year. Grayson County's had some experience.
Right.
North Bullitt, they play on a turf field.
Yeah.
Does that have an impact? I don't know.
I think it has to, Sam, because, you know, where does North Bullitt go this week to practice on a wet field? You know, once you get a turf field, 9 times out of 10, they're going to practice on that turf field. So you would think they would have had to try to go somewhere else. Maybe they had an old practice field or something, trying to get some reps just to see what it feels like to be out there playing in the mud, because you go to plant, you're probably going to slide. You know, just even the mesh points is running that option, as you said, it all changes if your footing's off. So that's going to be a big key tonight.
Grayson County wearing the all-navy jerseys. North Bullitt wearing the white tops and the green pants. The fans are filing in. It's under the lights. A chance to advance to the regional championship is coming up here in mere moments as Grayson County is taking on the North Bullitt Eagles. And, Grayson County, anytime they win the toss, they want the football, and I think today is no question about that. You want to get the football, and it'll be interesting to see what North Bullitt would do if they win the toss in this scenario.
Yeah, I think so too, Sam. I love Coach Jones' philosophy there of we want the football. Let's go down and score. But as you said, what's North Bullitt going to do if they win the toss? And we're about to find out.
I am really excited to find out for sure. We're having some technical issues here, and the boss is trying to fix it. So that's why I'm trying to kill some time until he fixes the problem on this end. He's trying to find. There we go. Here, I'm going to just take control here. There we go. Grayson County and North Bullitt comes up next on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking.
Welcome back to the lock. Yeah, here we come. Grayson County, the opportunity is here. Same thing for North Bullitt. They went to the region championship in 2020, losing to Bowling Green. Grayson County has not been there since 1982. That year, they won that regional championship game. Cougars won the toss, and no surprise, they want the football. Grayson County wearing the all-navy jerseys with the orange numerals. North Bullitt, white tops, white hats, and green pants. Sam Gormley and Jake Clemens with you. And Jake, you want to be down there playing, don't you?
Oh, man. Sam, what I would give for one more time to just strap up with my brothers again. It's just exciting to be here tonight. Playoff football. Let's go. Let's have a good game.
The kick is coming from Garrett Coy. And it's a shorter kick that goes right up the middle, and it's taken on the low bounce at about the 27-yard line by Ethan Mudd. He gets up across the 30 to the 35 to the 40 and carries tacklers as he gets up near the 45-yard line. Nice return for Ethan Mudd, and that's where the Grayson County offense, led by 1,000-yard passer and nearly 1,500-yard rusher, Cade Hanshaw and Colby Chaffins.
Yeah, Sam, great return there by Ethan Mudd. Last week he went out a little precautionary. It was kind of a blowout game there with Iroquois, and heard he just kind of had a little bit of thing going on with his knee, but, man, he looks great tonight opening up. Great return.
A little bit of a tweak.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way to describe it. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Grayson County. Officially, the ball is going to be placed on their own 45-yard line. It is very wet and sloppy are the field conditions here for today's game. 2 players move. That's going to be an illegal shift called on Grayson County. All the penalties come as it's a run for Ethan Mudd up the near side. He gets near the 1st down marker, but this one will be coming back as Jet Hawkins and I think Mudd run at the same time. And a little bit of extra talking after that play from Jackson Dussel from North Bullitt.
Yeah, Sam, and I could even see early there, that was Ethan Mudd on the run, and you can tell the field conditions are really going to play a factor tonight. Is just kind of unsure of your footing out there, it looked like, from Mudd. So that's going to be something we're going to have to watch. Guys are really going to have to make sure they're running straight forward and getting all that they can. It's not a night you're going to cut and, try to do circles around somebody.
It should be a game Ethan thrives in, right?
Yeah,
Mudd, the Mudd?
Exactly. He was born for this.
1st and 15 after the illegal shift penalty called on Grayson County. Colby Chafin's in the gun. Cade Hanshaw to his left. Bunch formation on each side of him. Chafin's reverse, going to Jet Hawkins around that far side, hits the 40-yard line, big hole to the 50, outside the numbers, one man to beat, 30, 25-20, and he's diving inside the 10-yard line. Big gain for Jet Hawkins.
Let's go, Sam. What a play call. Man, and Jet, he's just living up to his name this year, man. What a great run. He got it out to that sideline and just took it. Great run.
Down to the 8-yard line, 52 yards on the gain for Jet Hawkins.
And Sam, that's exactly what we were talking about earlier, setting the tone. That is such a big run there, and especially getting behind the chains, coming out there on a 1st and 15. What a great run by Hawkins.
They ran that play almost identical against North Bullitt, and it went for a big gain that night, too. 1st and goal for Grayson County from the 8-yard line. Wildcats. Ethan Mudd and Caden Hanshaw to be kept by Mudd. He goes right up the middle, and he's dropped after a short pickup.
Yeah, I love it, Sam. One thing that we talk about, too, teams are really going to key on Hanshaw once we get down here in the red zone, and just a great misdirection play there to get it started here. Looks like
Ortiz in on the tackle for North Bullitt. It's a gain of 3 for Ethan Mudd, 2nd down and goal from the 5. Couple of substitutions. We're going to see Brenton Robinson check in, and Brenton had some really hard runs in the game against Iroquois, which was even more impressive because he coughed it up on the first drive.
Yeah, exactly. He really took advantage of getting those carries last week, and great to see him in there.
Grayson County has it 2nd down and 5. Run for Hanshaw. He goes right side, and he's dropped immediately across that right side after a short pickup. Rome in on the tackle for North Bullitt. Looks like we're going to say a gain of 1 yard down to the 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, Sam, and it gets so tough once you get so close to the goal line here. North Bullitt's definitely loading the blocks, expecting the run, expecting us to give it to the, Bell Cow and Hanshaw. So anxious to see what he does here.
A little fade route to Grayson Chafin's. The law firm, we're going to call it here.
Yeah, it could be a little token fake. Throw it up to him. Let's go.
3rd and goal from the 4. Colby Chafin's in the shotgun formation. Caden Hanshaw lined up behind him. It's the pistol. 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Man in motion. It's an extra blocker inside the line. Handoff Hanshaw. He goes up the middle, diving towards the goal line and waiting for a signal. They're going to say he's down at about, you cannot get any closer.
Let's go. Sam, here, will we go a tush push?
You're doing something here where it is 4th and goal from, the centimeter.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those, if high school football had replay and we look, he had to have crossed the goal line. Hanshaw is such a great player, and he's going to try to stick that ball across the line.
That ball is so close to the goal line. The nose of the football is practically on it right now. This is probably where you're going to trust your 6'3" quarterback, Colby Chafin.
Let's go. It's big boy football. It's playoff football. Let's go.
4th and goal from about the 6-inch line for Grayson County. Chafin's under center. He's going to go quarterback sneak up the middle. He is in the end zone, it appears.
No call.
No call.
Finally, there it is.
There it is. Touchdown, Grayson County. A very late call, but the Cougs strike first. They lead 6-0.
Man, and Sam, it seemed like he waited an eternity to call that. The far side called it, and from up here, it looked like he had to have gotten in there.
The Cougs strike first. They go with this gate formation. North Bullitt might have too many men on the field. Nope. they're good now, and they're going to call it in to kick the extra point from Evan Hasty. Hasty 38 of 41 on PATs. He had his worst game of the season against North Bullitt on the turf, where he missed 2 PATs. Good snap, good hold, and he put it through. Grayson County leads 7-0, 8:44 left first quarter. It's Cougar football on K105.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
Jake, you wanted a quick start, and the Cougars delivered. 1-yard touchdown run. It takes them 5 plays to go into the end zone, and that started with a 5-yard penalty. Evan Hasty to kick. A booming kick right down the middle, and it's caught. No, it's not. Was it touched or not? And it's going to roll. Oh, my. It rolls about, are we going to say a yard into the end zone? I mean, Evan Hasty almost just had a perfect kick.
You know, Sam, it looked like he touched that. But as you said, great start to the football game. And this is really where we want to see the defense set the tone. So, as you know, teams are going to come out and they game plan. A lot of times they will script their first drives. So, we need to be ready for just about anything. Some reverses, some misdirections in the backfield with Ern Spiker out. We got to be ready for anything.
North Bullitt will have it on their own 20-yard line. And how about ready for 5 wide? Because that's exactly what they're going to do. We're going to have a penalty thrown. Brian Jones not happy, and it is going to be a dead ball illegal substitution called against North Bullitt, and that is not the way that the Eagles were wanting to go.
Yeah, we'll take it. Put them 5 yards back. That started similar position as we did down there, but let's go.
We will be sure to keep scores updated throughout the game today, as there are multiple games. There are 3 games that matter to both of these teams today. You have Bowling Green against Owensboro. You have Graves County against South Warren. And you have Atherton against Moore. All of those have an impact on, no matter who wins our football game, who will play in the playoffs next week. So we'll make sure to keep you updated on those games as it goes along. Sticking with the same formation, 5 wide. First down and 15 now from their own 15-yard line. Changing the play is Dorsey in the gun. Looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, rolling out far side, and room to scramble up across the 20-yard line, breaking through and getting up near the 30-yard line on the run is Caden Dorsey. That's a big gain.
Yes, and so that's exactly what we were talking pregame. There was nothing flashy about that, but he just took what was given to him. And, we had a couple Cougars there that maybe missed a couple tackles, were in position, didn't get there fast enough, but that's something we're going to have to watch.
14-yard gain for Caden Dorsey on the scramble. Again, North Bullitt appears to be without their leading rusher, Evan Ernspiker, missing his 3rd straight game. Ernspiker rushed for over 800 yards this year, averaging over 7 yards a carry. Big, powerful running back. Grayson leads 7-0 under 8 left first quarter. Dorsey has 2 running backs on each side of him in the backfield right now. A lot of option you can see from this North Bullitt team. Kept by Dorsey. Up the middle, it is given to Kelly, who carries it up to about the 33-yard line. Avery Kelly, we mentioned it, 12 catches this season, 7 have gone for a touchdown.
Yeah, Sam, honestly, they played, Cougar defense played the option there great. We just got to make tackles. When you get a hat on a hat, you get a guy in position on that option, you got to make sure that we make a tackle there.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line after the 5-yard gain for Avery Kelly. Kelly is a speed wide receiver. Really, the only way to describe it is an athlete. And they give it to him on the jet sweep coming near side. He tries to find the edge at the 35, and he's dropped Nice contain around the near side by the Grayson County defense. As in there on the tackle, Hanshaw was in the vicinity along with Grayson Chaffins.
Yeah, great job. And so Lear, last play, he kind of missed his opportunity there, but he stood his ground right there and forced Avery back to the inside there. So great play early.
And he's not going to get any credit for a tackle.
Right.
But it counts the same.
Exactly. And that's one thing that you have to do as a defense, force people back inside where your help is, and don't let a speedster like that get the edge.
6:35 left first quarter. Grayson leads 7-0. Second down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Handoff up the middle, big gain, and being tripped up after a pickup of about 6 yards on the carry was Burton.
Yeah, good job by Grayson Chaffins there coming up from his safety position to make that tackle. Big third down, Sam. You know, it's early still, but this is big third down.
5-yard gain. Third down and 2 will come up. 6 minutes left first quarter. I think you're in 4-down territory here for North Bullitt.
I think so, too. Because
barring a big loss.
Exactly. We got to check play clock here, too. It seems like they're taking a long time.
They've not put the hand in the air, which is the sign of 10 seconds. There it goes.
There it goes.
So they still have time to snap it. Third down and short for North Bullitt. Motion. Handoff Burton up the middle, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain.
Let's go. That's the way to win the battle up front, Sam.
They might end up giving him a very generous 1 yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 1. They do give him to the 43. North Bullitt not even thinking twice. They are going to go for it. Big play here at Cougar Stadium early in the first quarter. Winner to the region championship next Friday night.
And Sam, you were right. You know, we talked. This is 4-down territory for them. They know that this is a huge possession for them in this game.
You come here to win.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't come here to punt.
That's right.
Running back on each side of the quarterback, Dorsey. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass, and it's caught. First down, ball comes down for Felix. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Let's go. What a huge play there, Sam. It looked like he had that ball, and that hit knocked the ball loose. Let's go.
Intended for Sam Felix, who's returning from an injury. Felix couldn't pull it in, and Grayson County is going to get the football back after the turnover on downs.
Yeah, Sam, that was just a huge play. I'm anxious to see what Coach Jones dials up right here. Sometimes you get a shot play maybe after something like that.
After a turnover. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't go down in the books as a turnover, but it's a turnover on downs.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun goes Chaffins. Man in motion is Ethan Mudd. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep as he goes across that far side looking for a hole, and a penalty flag comes in. This one will probably be coming back. Play took a little bit too long to develop, and I think they're maybe going to get a hold on Hawkins on the outside.
Yeah, and Sam, it's so hard to hold on to those blocks. I think we talk about it just about every week. When we're trying to get the ball to the other side of the field, it's so hard for those guys to keep their hands inside. And anytime those refs see a jersey pull or a guy look like he gets held, they're going to call it outside. So
move it back now to the Grayson County 47-yard line. First down and 20 will come up. Grayson leads 7-0. They have a touchdown run by Colby Chaffins and just a big 4th down stop, and you can feel immediately momentum is wearing Navy right now.
Yeah, it is, Sam, and this is a huge first down play here, being 1st and 20. Try to get some of that back.
I formation for Chaffins. Keeps it himself. He goes right side, and he made the wrong decision. And he immediately pays the price, does Chaffins, and he's dropped for a loss of 1 yard on the play. Host of Eagle tacklers in there, led by Braden Irvin.
Yeah, and Sam, you could tell North Bullitt that they were ready for that. They had their linebackers snuck up and shot the gaps there early.
Official timeout is called, and they're looks like maybe gonna send a North Bullitt player off, or no, they're gonna have a little conversation here. Hey, officials saying I think it looks like Grayson Chaffins and one of the linemen for North Bullitt. He's saying
a little captain to captain speak.
Yeah,
here.
And this might be a captain to captain saying, hey, keep it between the whistles.
Right.
As he was talking to Chase King, who's a senior. I would assume this is captain to captain. And hey, I honestly love that for the official.
Listen, I love that, especially in high school football. Let's give the guys a chance to say, hey, let's settle down. We're here to play football. We're not here to, have extracurricular after the play going on.
And who knows if it's talk, whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
And now he probably said next time we hear it,
yep,
that flag's going to come out.
I love it.
2nd and long for Grayson. Pitch to Hanshaw. He tries to go across
Cut
that
it
far
up.
side. Has the 50, breaks through, and gets across the 45-yard line down to the 41. He was clotheslined on the play by Trevor Ernspiker, and if Ernspiker wouldn't have got him, Hanshaw would have been able to do backflips into the end zone.
Yeah, Sam, great play call, great run-off tackle there, a little toss play, and, Hanshaw's just proven, when he gets the ball in his hands, he's just an explosive player. He does such a great job of, just waiting for his blocks and exploding when that.
14-yard gain for Hanshaw on the play, 3rd down and 7, and I think Grayson County's in 4-down territory.
I think so, too. This is definitely a position in the field I think Coach Jones will go for it.
In the gun. Trips down to the near side. Ball placed in the far hash. 3rd and 7 for Grayson County. Faking the handoff. Setting up the screen for Grayson Chaffins, and it is incomplete. North Bullitt read that one perfectly. Broken up on the play by Lucas Brown. I mean, they saw it coming.
Yeah, they did, Sam. And honestly, that ball went over Grayson Chaffins' head, and that's the best place it could have went. Because if he gets that ball or that ball's thrown a little bit lower, North Bullitt could have picked it off. And
that's a pick six.
Yeah.
Because that's the downside to throwing screens. If it's intercepted, it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. You just don't have guys in position to catch up.
4th and 7, Grayson leaving the offense on the field. Under 3 minutes left, first quarter. Cougars lead 7-0. I formation, North Bullitt showing blitz. And looks like Brian Jones is going to want a timeout. He might have taken a hard count.
Yeah, Sam, it looked like a good no-play timeout there. And you're just trying to get them to jump off sides, try to get it free at 5 yards, right?
What are you doing here?
I think you have to go for it. I think at this point in the field, your defense showed that they're here to make a stand. He's actually asking, Coach Embry right now, hey, what do you think? You think the defense can hold them? We try to go for it here? What do you think?
No way Kevin Embry's going to say. He's saying, listen.
Yeah.
He's saying, my defense got you.
My boys are ready. We've been ready since 82. He was on that team, too. So this is a big night for him. What a great guy and an awesome job that he does year in and year out with his defense.
We'll take some score updates here really quick. Frederick Douglass and George Rogers Clark tied at 14. Late first half there. Bardstown leads Allen County Scottsville 14-0 early. It looks like Sayre leads Paris 20-6. Pikeville over Painesville 7-0. And we'll try to see what else we can find here.
Looks like we're punting.
And it is. So here we come. 4th down and 7. And, yep, Grayson County's going to punt. On 4th down and 7, Colby Chaffins to punt. He gets it away. It's nearly blocked. It's a booming end-over-end kick at the 10-yard line. It's going to roll inside the 5, diving, and he doesn't get there. What? No, they're going to say that he did.
Let's go. Sam, that is huge.
And they're going to have to talk this over, but they're going to say Jed Hawkins did get there and down it at the 1-yard line, and North Bullitt is asking for an explanation, and I don't blame him.
That was a toughie. I think that he touched the ball. Did he have possession before he went in the end zone? I'm not sure. Are they trying to get the roll book out? What are we doing?
A 39-yard punt. I mean, it is – you couldn't have been more perfect on the coverage there. 2:46 left first quarter. North Bullitt will have it on their own really 6-inch line.
And that's why we're not coaching, right? Great call. Great call.
It pays off. Dorsey in the gun, standing about 5 yards deep in his own end zone. It's a run left side, and it is bottled up immediately, but looks like the forward momentum is going to carry this ball up to the 5-yard line. The second effort, at first it looked like Grayson County was going to get no gain on the play, but the second effort does allow the runner, I believe it was Burton, up to the 5.
Yeah, Sam, anytime you are that close to the end zone, you're just
diving.
You're just trying to get out of there. Honestly, good job by North Bullitt to give themselves a little breathing room.
4 yards on the gain. That's a lonely place to be as a quarterback, isn't it?
It's a terrible place to be.
But as a defense, you start frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, you're just so ready.
2nd and 6. Grayson leads 7-0, 2 minutes left first quarter. North Bullitt has it 2nd down and 6 from their own 5. Misdirection handoff coming near side. It is Puckett on the carry as he comes across near side, gets it up to the 7-yard line. 2 yards on the carry, couple of Cougars in on the tackle.
A great job by the Cougar defense there, scraping over and making sure that they got out there to make those tackles. That was just an incredible play.
Puckett is someone that you have to keep an eye on. He has played some quarterback. So you got to keep an eye that he could throw the ball.
Yeah, he could. That was something you talked about before the game. And so sometimes in these games, you're going to throw in wrinkles like that, maybe a halfback pass or something like that. And
North Bullitt's got to hurry. That hand's in the air, and they're still doing some substitutions, and the Eagles are going to have to take a timeout with 1:09 left. 3rd down and 3. And this is one of these scenarios, too, here where you're North Bullitt, where you almost got to be a little careful, too. You want to give room to your punter. You don't want to drop back and pass, though, because you don't want to sack.
Yeah, Sam, this is dangerous territory here, and especially for an interim head coach. He's done a great job getting his guys ready to play, but this is a tough one. He was the D coordinator first, right?
Yes. Jason Schum was promoted. He's filling in for Alex Carbello, who resigned about midway through the season. And on September the 12th, it was the day before they went on the road and played in a game. He resigned, and they had to look to an assistant coach, and Schum had been the assistant at Bullitt Central. He's also been an assistant at Holy Cross, and he gets the opportunity to take over this program. And listen, he's done a really good job. I don't know if he's interested in taking the full job, but here's a score update that comes through here. Ryle all over St. X.
Wow.
24-3 halfway through the second quarter. It's a 6A score to look. To pass over far side. It's caught. No, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Dussel. Wow. He was open. He had the first down and more, but I think he saw the green space in front of him and forgot the most important thing when he turned and run.
That's it, Sam. And those are balls that as a receiver you got to bring down, but great job just being in place by the Cougar defense there. And
are you you got your pump block ready here? You coming?
I think you have to.
Coy is the punter. He stands about 4 yards deep in his own end zone. Grayson Chafin stands at the North Bullitt 39. Or maybe you try and set up a return.
I think that looks more like what we're going to do here.
North Bullitt is bringing extra blockers in. It looks like they are setting up a return. Grayson Chafin, it's not a good punt at all. It's going to roll at the 30-yard line and die in the turf at the 32, and that's where Grayson County is going to get the football, about a 25-yard punt for North Bullitt. And with 55.3 seconds, Grayson County's decision to punt turns out to be the correct one.
Yeah, and Sam, that was a great decision, great punt, by the Cougars, and great stand by the Cougar defense there. And this is a chance for us on offense to really, take this game to another level. I think this is a very important drive.
55.3 seconds left first quarter. Grayson leads 7-0. Their first drive, it took them 5 plays. That last drive, it started off poorly with a couple of penalties.
Right.
And we've talked about it all season. This Grayson County team is not meant to play behind the sticks.
Exactly.
Not that there really are many teams that are meant to play behind. But this Grayson County team sure is not meant to play behind the sticks. Maybe Bowling Green can. 1st and 10. Give to Hanshaw up the middle, crosses the 40-yard line, gets down to about the 38 before being tripped up. A couple of tacklers in there for North Bullitt. Looks like we're going to say a gain of, maybe about 3 yards. Well, let's see where they're placing it at the 29 or the 28. A little slow to put down. I guess they split the difference. We're going to say the 28, 4 yards for Hanshaw.
Yeah, Sam, still a great run, just right up the middle. And sometimes those aren't glamorous runs, but 4 yards on first down is huge to stay ahead of the chains, as we talked about.
If you get 4 yards on every play, that's a touchdown.
It is.
2nd and 6 for Grayson County. Another give to Hanshaw. He goes left side this time, lowers his shoulder and pays the price. The ball might have come out. North Bullitt says they got it. We've not seen an official signal yet. And they do. Fumble for Caden Hanshaw gives the ball back to North Bullitt.
Sam, that's something mentioned just in pregame. Wet conditions out there. You get in traffic. The ball's a little muddy, a little more slick than you're used to, and you turn the ball over. So defense is back out here. We got to respond.
Kaler would always say, there's a fire, and the firefighters have been called. It's time to put it out. North Bullitt will have it on their own 26-yard line. 10 seconds remain in the first quarter. This will probably be the final play of the opening frame. It's a pitch near side, caught low,
Great
tackled immediately. They give it to Dussel, and Jimmy Lear said, not here. It is a complete pass actually to Kelly and blown up by Jimmy Lear, and that is the final play of the first quarter. 7-0, Grayson leads North Bullitt. It'll bring up second down and long when we come back. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Of the second quarter of play, Grayson County has a 7-0 advantage, but a turnover for Caden Hanshaw is going to give North Bullitt the ball, but Jimmy Lear just made a big play, a loss of 6 yards.
That was a huge play by Lear, and Sam, that's a tough play to make. Wide open space. He did a great job of standing his ground and making that tackle, and 6-yard loss is huge.
Back to the 20, 7-0, Cougs on top. It'll bring up 2nd and 16 for the Eagles. Placed on their own 20-yard line to pass is Dorsey. Throws up the seam. It's caught. First down, breaking a tackle at the 35-yard line, coming across the near side, getting up to the 40 before being dropped right there. Big gain of 20 yards for North Bullitt. I believe it was Felix on the catch and run. It was. He gets it 21 yards up to the 41.
Yeah, Sam, great play there by North Bullitt, finding an open receiver. And
that's been there tonight.
It has.
It's the first time they've caught it.
It is. So, our DB's got to wake up a little bit, play the man, then play the ball once the ball's in the air. And love to see, one of our DBs pick one off tonight.
Grayson County has not had a defensive touchdown in over 3 years.
Let's go. Speak it into existence, right?
Just mentioning for no reason. Chandler McCready was the last player to do it. Pick 6 against Ohio County. Dorsey sets up a screen, far side, caught by Felix at the 40-yard line, or the 40-yard line, dives up across the 45. It's a gain of 4 yards for Sam Felix. Felix on the season entered the game with 6 catches for 100 yards and a pair of touchdowns. He played last week for the first time since week 2.
And Sam, you can see that North Bullitt's game plan is changing a little bit, seeing that they can pass on our defense. So anxious to see what Coach Embry dials up here.
He's probably like a mad scientist down there trying to figure out what recipe and what potion could work. 1 minute into the second quarter, Grayson County leads 7-0, 2nd and 6 for North Bullitt. They will pass again, looking to throw it up, far side, and it is incomplete. Led it a little too far, looking for Felix again. Good coverage, though, by McAllister on the far side.
Yeah, McAllister did a great job there. And, Sam, it's great to see the maturity and the progression in players. As we played some of those teams earlier, we talked about DB positioning, and McAllister did a great job just kind of forcing his guy over to the out-of-bounds line.
And we've talked about that a lot this year. There is no better defender on the field than the out-of-bounds line.
That's it.
Darrell Rivas might have been a great corner, but he did better than that out-of-bounds line.
That's right.
3rd down and 6 for North Bullitt. Man in motion from the far side to the near side. It's a handoff right side for Burton. He dives up, gets near the 50-yard line. He's going to be 1 yard short. 5-yard gain for Jaden Burton. Burton is a hard runner as well. 78 carries, 372, 4 touchdowns. He also has caught 4 passes as well. 4th and 1 for North Bullitt.
Yeah, Sam, of course, this is a
no decision.
No decision here. You're going for this, and anxious to see what they call.
I would run.
I think I would too, especially after that last run they just had.
They're going to go in the gun. They have 2 extra blockers on the right side of their line. 4th and 1. Man in motion is Kelly. They're going to fake it to him on the sweep. Diving up across the right side is Dorsey, and the far side official says he's short.
Man, Sam, that is so close.
The far side official says he's short.
Definitely going to have
We'll
to measure.
wait on the signal. Grayson County ball!
Let's go. What a huge stand by the defense, Sam. And, again, I mean, he has to be an inch short of that first down line.
Football, they say, is a game of inches. And we've seen it now on both sides. It really take an impact. Grayson will have it at midfield.
And Sam, we have to put some points on the board here. We've got to take advantage of these opportunities. And that great stand by the defense there.
At the 50-yard line, 9:48 left. First half, Grayson leads 7-0. Pistol formation. They're going to try, give it. Ball comes out. Jet Hawkins falls on it. And I think, I saw the official throw it was the beanbag that he was throwing. They tried to run that triple reverse again and give it to Hawkins, and the exchange was not clean. And it's going to be a loss of about 7 yards for Jet Hawkins.
Yeah, and Sam, one thing that you might forget about too is this is colder weather. And your hands, sometimes if you don't keep them warm, they're going to turn into bricks. So you want to make sure that those hands stay warm, especially if you're the guy about to get the ball. That way they're good soft hands. You can get that exchange a little easier.
48 degrees right now, what it's saying. And, I mean, it's not a heavy wind, but it's also not windy.
Yeah, definitely feels colder outside than that too.
Feels nice in here, though.
Yeah.
2nd and 16. Chaffins rolls out near side. Throws.
Let's go.
Caught by Grayson Chaffins at the 45-yard line to the 40, and he's slung down there near the 35-yard line. Catch and run for Grayson Chaffins. Big gain down to the 36.
The law firm is at it again, Sam. Great job by Grayson finding that weak spot and just staying there. You know, you could tell he just found that spot. And Colby was probably rolling out like, hey, I know my man Grayson's got a spot out here.
The law firm connects for 21 yards. 1st down and 10 for Grayson County. The give, kept by Chaffins. He dumps it off. It's deflected and broken up on the play. Nice play around that edge. Garrett Coy got his hand in. The pass was looking for Ethan Mudd. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, great heads-up play there just to get his hand up. And it looked like Mudd had a little bit of space there, but great job on the defense.
And that's the biggest key for a DB is get those hands up?
It is.
Hands up. 2nd down and 16, 8:38, or 2nd down and 10. 8:38 left first half, 7-0 Grayson. Cougs are driving, trying to add to their 7-0 lead. Early touchdown by Colby Chaffins. A couple of turnover on downs for North Bullitt, and a fumble for Grayson County. Give to Hanshaw. He tries to hit the edge across the far side, and that play, I think, on the handoff is Hanshaw's going to end up getting no gain on the play to the 36. I think they waited too long to make the decision on who was going to get the ball, and Caden was in a no-win situation.
Yeah, and Sam, on that read play, it's really hard out there because, you know, if you get some defensive linemen that know how to play that option, they can toy with you at quarterback, and that makes it really tough. So, you know, as Colby was trying to ride it, like waiting for him to commit, and that makes it really tough, especially when you're out there on the edge.
3rd and 10 for Grayson County. Under 8 left, first half. Man in motion. Goes Jet Hawkins from the far side to the near side. Cougars working from left to right. Chaffins rolls out near side. He's going to give it to Hawkins. He catches it at the 35-yard line. Hawkins gets up to the 30-yard line, and that's where he's going to be dropped. And somebody is blown up behind the play, and that might be Colby Chaffins. I'm not sure if he was hit late or what. No, I don't know who. Is it Colby? Or we're looking to see who it is. No, it is. It doesn't appear. Well, we'll have to see who it is, the injured player for Grayson County. And we're looking to see who it might be. Colby, it's not Colby. It's one of the offensive linemen. I believe it might be. Well, I'm looking here to see if I see on the sideline who I think it might be, and it might be Winston Woosley, the injured Cougar, down on the field. And Jake, this is the last thing that you want to see here. 7:30 left in the first half. Grayson County leads 7-0. It's the downside of playing on this wet turf. It is very wet out there, and getting up and being helped off the field is Winston Woosley. He's not putting much weight on his left leg whatsoever.
Yeah, you hate that for the big fella, man. He is just balled out all year. So next man up, and this is huge. You know, he's an anchor on that line. So
your left tackle.
Yeah, anchor. So we're hoping he's okay.
And this is where you're going to see some changes on that offensive line. Jet Hawkins did get the ball down to the 30-yard line, which is a gain of 6 on that last play.
And it's fourth down.
Fourth and 4, long 4, short 5 here for Grayson with 7.5 left in the first half. Immediately working on Winston on the table. Dr. Isaac Miller is in there. And also Trainer Scott. Big play for Grayson. Big play for the North Bullitt defense as well. Trips to the left side, one receiver here to the near side. Chafin's in the gun, Hanshaw to his right. Timeout, Brian Jones with 7:12 left here in the quarter. We'll take it with him. 7-0, Cougs on top. It's Cougar football on K105.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Health calls.
Grayson County has it 4th down and 5 for the Cougars. It is kept over the middle. It's caught. Grayson Chaffins. It'll be a first down for the Cougars. Crossing the 25, getting down to the 21. They go with a quick hitter. The RPO is a gain of about 9.
Sam, when in doubt, go with the law firm, right? Let's go. What a great play call, and just a great job there by Coach Jones, trusting your 2 seniors.
The law firm connects for 9 yards. 7-0, Grayson leads. Huge 4th down completion, and on the outer edge of the red zone are the Cougars. Trips left side. Chaffins will line up down to the near side. Hawkins wide left. Kept by Chaffins up the middle, hits the 20-yard line, dives up, and a penalty flag comes in, and Chaffins is driven backward after the play, and that's thrown in the vicinity of what would probably be holding on Grayson.
Yeah, Sam, unfortunately it is. That's definitely the spot of holding, right there in the middle. Yeah, see a signal there.
Holding called against the Cougars. And that's one of those things. You just had an injury to Winston Woosley. I don't know that it was his replacement in there, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. And sometimes, Sam, once you get a guy, a new guy in there, you get a sub in there, some of these other guys may have to pick up the slack just a little bit to get that guy a little bit more comfortable, and sometimes you just get hands on a jersey and maybe get wrong hand placement, and, man, that is one of the toughest jobs is the offensive line.
It is a thankless job.
It is.
Woosley is currently standing next to the table and moving, which I would say is hopefully a good sign. Pitch high side to Hanshaw, running behind blockers, hits the 30-yard line, keeps on his feet as he crosses the 30 and gets down to about the 27. Couple extra pushing and shoving after the play. I think they're just saying hello to one another. And looks like Hanshaw will get it down to the 27, 4 yards in the game. Trying to get Caden going.
Yeah, and that's, you play a district opponent here, and they know what a great running back Hanshaw is. So they're going to key on him, and, they're doing a decent job tonight, keeping him bottled up. And not.
North Bullitt's had the one play. Jet Hawkins' 50-yard run. Yeah. Other than that, they've done a pretty good job against this Grayson County defense. 5.5 left first half. Grayson really moving slow here. Trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. Chafin's under center with a pair of running backs. Give to Hanshaw, and he's hit immediately, hit low and brought down on the play. And that is going to be a loss of a couple of yards. Nice play around the edge made by Jaden Burton. And it's a loss of 2 yards. Yeah, 3rd and long.
Great job there. Great defensive play. And so let's talk about Hanshaw. The whole year we've talked about how it's really hard to take him down, on that first hit. That was a great tackle. But the field position or field condition is playing a little bit of a factor tonight too, because you can't plant as hard as you could on a dry field, and sometimes this makes things a little bit tougher.
3rd and 19 for Grayson County. They need to get it down to the 11. 2 on each side. Chafin steps up in the pocket, floats a screen. It is incomplete, looking for Ethan Mudd near side. And you are in no man's land here if you're Grayson County. 4th down and about 17 from the North Bullitt 29.
Yeah, and
what are you?
I mean, unless you got a trick play or something dialed up here, I think you're probably going to punt it. And Coach Jones is probably like, well, hey, what if we try to chuck it deep? What do we got in our bag? Let's throw a jump ball to the law firm.
You got to think about it. If you punt it into the end zone, it's out at the 20.
Right.
So it's a 9-yard difference, and I think 9 yards is worth. Hey, maybe it's a penalty. Maybe it's a.
We haven't seen any personnel change, so I feel like we're going for something here,
or maybe a little pooch kick as well. 4:20 left, first half, and Brian Jones wants a timeout. I think this is actually probably a pretty decent timeout here with 4:20 left in the first half, 7-0, making sure everyone is on the same page. We invite you to stay tuned in at halftime of today's game. It'll be another edition of our Cougar Conversations. And Jake, it's somebody that I think you know pretty well, but I know for a fact it's somebody your father knows extremely well.
Yeah.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah. I actually heard a little bit this morning, I believe you guys.
The coach.
Hinted. Yeah, the coach, right?
Bill Embry will be joining us at halftime, the head coach of the 1982 Region Championship Grayson County football team. I'm sure it's somebody your father respects a lot.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, Sam. Anytime that his name comes up and Dad, we kind of reminisce about playing football. He will talk about the respect that he had for Coach Embry, and man, what a great coach! And did some great things here. So that's going to be a great one tonight.
So make sure you stay tuned at halftime, and then there'll be an extended sit down on tomorrow on our YouTube channel that you'll be able to see as well. 4th and long for Grayson County out of the timeouts.
Let's go, Sam.
The fans come to life.
What are you calling, Sam?
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Hanshaw shifts to the left side of Colby Chaffins. 2 wide receivers on each side. Chaffins steps up in the pocket. Now rolls out near side. He's got room to throw.
Come on, get it!
And it is incomplete. He had Jet Hawkins in the end zone. Hawkins couldn't pull it in. And it falls incomplete. It is a turnover on downs. Jet is going to be replaying that one
the rest of his life. Sam, what a great play call. And, good job by Colby Chaffins giving himself a little bit extra time in the backfield just to chuck that ball up because Jet was wide open. You could hear the crowd just, that was so close. Great call there.
This is a big drive for North Bullitt.
It is.
Because you're thinking you're 4:11 left. You get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
They're probably thinking touchdown, and we're driving.
Yep. And this is huge for our defense right here, Sam. We have to just make sure that we're staying on top, and don't get deflated.
1st and 10 from the North Bullitt 29-yard line after the turnover on downs. And are we going to have a delay game? It's thrown for the back judge. It has to be.
I see that illegal substitution from the far side.
And the back judge here threw one, which would be an interesting – no, it's going to be on Grayson County. Well, at least the line of scrimmage is moving. And what is this penalty here? Dead ball, illegal substitution on Grayson County. I didn't see it. Did you?
No, I didn't see that.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen. I just didn't see it.
And Sam, you can see they moved Caden back to kind of like I would call a monster back. We're running a 3-4 maybe here.
To pass far side, it's caught. Nope, dropped. Avery Kelly turned and forgot the football when he did so. A couple of drops.
But, yeah, Sam, it looks like the adjustment that we're going to make, they're going to drop Hanshaw back a little bit, maybe shift the defense into more of a 3-4 package. Maybe even something a little bit different here.
This is an interesting formation for Kevin Embry. 2nd and 5 will come up, 4:07. North Bullitt has 2 timeouts. Grayson County doesn't have any remaining.
But, Sam, I love it. Move your athlete, Hanshaw, around a little bit. Get him in some space. Try to cut down on some of this passing.
It is like a 3-4 look of sorts. Option, far side on the pitch, hitting the
Let's
edge.
go.
Nice tackle on the far side. Pitched, and a very late penalty flag comes in on that far sideline. I'll be interested what this penalty is on. Dead ball, personal foul, called against Grayson County.
Man.
On that far side, I'm wondering who that was on.
Yeah, Sam, that was an incredible tackle. So, I don't know if there was some pushing and shoving going on that we couldn't see or something happened on the sideline over there. You know, Coach Jones wants an explanation, too.
He's yelling at somebody, whoever was the guilty party. And that now gives North Bullitt what would have been 3rd and 5 is now 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Sam, our defense has got to buckle down right here.
Be nice for have a turnover. 1st and 10. Play fake. Over the middle, it is caught, breaking through, crossing the 35-yard line, outside the numbers, crossing the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Trevor Ernspiker, a house call for North Bullitt, and just like that, it is a 1-point game.
And Sam, we have another flag here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the Cougars.
Where was it?
It was the far side.
I did see
he was
an
way
extra
back
shove
in the end zone, a little extra shove there, and I think they're going to call him. Just trying to clean some things up here, but, man, we can't do that.
That's not Grayson County football. Touchdown. After the play, personal foul called against Grayson County. I would assume that would be on the kickoff then. So a 51-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, and Sam, that's going to be a big penalty because we've got 3:41 left on the clock, and I'm sure Coach Jones is going to want to put it in the end zone here, so that's going to give them potential to kick it a little bit deeper here.
Jones is not happy right now, and I don't know if he's wanting an explanation on the penalty, and Jake, it was a penalty.
It was. You could see it. It was just totally unnecessary, and that's just letting that get the best of you, and your emotion get the best of you there.
The kick coming for North Bullitt. It's going to be by Cody Hill. And he gets it up, and it is good. It is a tie game now, 7-7 between Grayson County and North Bullitt. This is Cougar football on K105.
Smith Overhead Door.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports.
Cougar football on K105.
It'll be a kick from the 45-yard line. It's 7-7. That touchdown was actually by Puckett, too, who pulled that in. And this one will probably just go into the end zone. Coy is standing at the Grayson County 45-yard line. They're going to do a little short pooch kick, and it is going to roll, and it's going to be down inside the 10-yard line, picked up by Jet Hawkins.
Go, Jet!
Taking on the speed as he hits the 10-yard line, breaks it out through the outside. Penalty flag comes out to the 40. Comes back near side 50. Jet Hawkins is going to have a house call, but this one might be coming back to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Grayson County, but there is a penalty flag on the field.
And Sam, man, the penalties are just killing us. What a great return. The refs staying back here at the penalty flag, the penalty spot, so this one's definitely coming back.
Let's see what the call is. We've still yet to see an official signal.
Everybody's coming back. North Bullitt's kind of cheering. Man, you hate that. What a great run, great return there. And Sam, that's 3 penalties in a row that have really just made us shoot ourselves in the foot.
We've still yet to see the official signal. Maybe he's coming to give it to us now. Holding called against Grayson County during that return. Let's see where they'll place this football. That would have been a 93-yard return by Jet Hawkins that's wiped off because of the penalty.
And you hate that. What a great return. And this is going to pin us deep here, Sam. With 3:23 left on the clock. And, you're in a position now, too, where you got to find something that's working. And, I know Coach Jones he's still kind of talking to the officials here. Doesn't look like he agreed with that call.
He's giving his 2 cents. He does not appear to be thrilled with whatever explanation he was given. Looks like it's going to be back on their own 7 is where they're going to place this. So, it's a 93-yard penalty, Jake.
Yeah, literally. And it takes points right off the board. It takes
momentum, everything. Yeah. And now we're going to have a discussion. I think the spot of this penalty seems drastic, but I guess, they're just switching the football. I thought the penalty happened closer to about the 30, which would place it about the 20.
I thought the same thing. It seemed like that's where it happened to me, too.
1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. Chaffins rolls out far side. He looks, and it is caught at the 15-yard line, breaking a tackle at the 20 and crossing up there near the 24-yard line. The law firm connects for a big game.
Come on. How about that run after the catch there? He's just playing hungry.
It's 15-yard gain up to the 22-yard line. Chaffins and Chaffins connect.
And Sam, what a huge first down play there. And now I think we're back where you and I thought that penalty actually happened.
The ball finds its way.
Ball never lies.
1st and 10 for Grayson, placed on their own 22-yard line. Chaffins rolls out near side, eyes up. Eyes downfield, continuing to look. He's going to throw, and it is incomplete, intended for Grayson Chaffins. And Grayson pays the price after the big hit. He was just continuing to look, and that's probably one of those that Colby should have just thrown to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, and Sam, good job there, I guess, just to get it away. And kind of a 2-man route there, and Grayson was staying in to kind of be that relief valve, and then went up maybe 5 or 6 yards, just wasn't there.
2nd and 10. 2:44 remain here in the first half. It is 7-7 between Grayson County and North Bullitt. Winner advances to the region championship next Friday night. If North Bullitt wins, they will face either South Warren or Graves County on the road. Grayson County can play one of 4 teams. Setting up a screen. It's a tunnel screen caught by Grayson.
Get up in there.
The 20-yard line. He's spun down as he crosses the 25. Gets up to about the 26 on the catch and run for Grayson Chaffins, 4 yards.
And Sam, one thing that a 6'3" quarterback allows you to do is, he had all of those D linemen right there on him, and he was able to dump it over the top there to Grayson. And good pickup. Big 3rd down here.
3rd down and 6 for Grayson County. From their own 26. 3 wide receivers go left side. 1 wide receiver comes near side. Chaffins fakes the handoff to Hanshaw, goes up the middle, and he's dropped. No gain on the run. Going up and gets it to the 30 or the 26-yard line. And the Cougars will probably be forced to punt, and I'm surprised North Bullitt didn't take a timeout here. They have 2 of them, and Grayson will probably run this clock all the way out, or run this clock as down as much as they can. I would think you'd want to save, especially when you have 2 timeouts.
Right, Sam. And sometimes that call gets questioned, but that's exactly what it does there for us. If it's open, we get the first down. If
High
not,
snap on the punt. Here comes Colby Chaffins, and it is a booming punt. It is going to be caught back by Kelly at the 35-yard line. Oof. He breaks through a tackle, gets to the 40 before being shoved out of bounds at the 42. What a punt, though, by Colby Chaffins. He let that one fly. And North Bullitt is going to have it placed on their own. I'm going to say where they'll officially place this. It is very slick out there right now.
Yes, and we had two guys in place there, and you just completely saw them just completely lose their footing. This is huge for us on defense, Sam. So as we were talking kind of in that break, they're just running seam routes, with their slots going straight up the middle. So we really got to start playing that. And they're lined back up here in quads again, so I could see them going back there.
First down and 10. 1:18 left in the second quarter. To pass. Throwing near side, caught by Dussel. Breaks through a tackle, but he's driven backwards. The second man cleans up, and Dussel's thrown down after the play.
Let's see.
And now we got some pushing and shoving after the play. And we'll see, this is right in front of the Grayson County bench. Brian Jones is absolutely livid, sending his defense to the other side of the field right now. This happened right in front of the Grayson County bench.
Listen,
let's see what this is.
It's just getting chippy out there.
Dussel might have just said something to Brian Jones now, too. Dussel has been heated the entire game, and let's see who this is on. If this is on North Bullitt, it's huge. On Grayson County, it's huge. Maybe they'll go offset. Let's see.
Is it
It
bad
looks
to
like
say
it's on North Bullitt.
Is it bad to say I feel like they owe us one?
Let's see. Well, now they're going to discuss this. North Bullitt appears to be moving in the direction of it's on them. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct called against North Bullitt. I'm assuming it was on Dussel, and Jake Dussel has been mouthing for most of the game, and maybe it just got the emotions got the best of it.
Yeah, exactly, Sam. And what Grayson County has to do, and what Coach Jones is just going to preach to them probably this whole halftime, is play your game. Don't let these guys get in your head, because the pushing, the shoving, and you get these penalties. That's what can lose you the game. We saw it took points off the board. That was a holding penalty, but some of these unsportsmanlike conducts, the different play, they're going to take points off the board.
Second and very long for North Bullitt, as it's back to the 30-yard line. They need to get it to the Grayson County 46, and this probably changes how North Bullitt runs this entire drive.
Yeah, we got to be looking for pass.
It's option. Right side goes Dorsey, and he's dropped immediately back at the 29-yard line, and now we got some more pushing and shoving coming down near side. Dussel sent Jimmy Lear into the or that is not Jimmy Lear, rather. Sent Eli Johnston, the freshman, into the bench on the play. And immediately the near side official came running in to break this up. And this is one of these situations here where both of these coaches, as it's a loss of one on the play, both of these coaches need to get a hold, because it's both sides, need to get a hold of their teams and say, hey, enough.
Yeah, and the coach is just getting in his ear, for North Bullitt right now, just saying, dude, calm down.
Third and long, 24 seconds and counting. North Bullitt appears more than fine with just running this clock out as much as they can. Ball comes out. Fell on, though, by Dorsey, and that'll be the final play of the first half. It is a 7-7 game. North Bullitt will head to their side. Grayson County will head to their side. There's a lot of emotion here in this game. It's 7-7 at the end of the first half of play. This is Cougar football on K105.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars and North Bullitt are tied at 7 at the half. Sam and Jake join you back into the booth, and Jake, that was an interesting first half.
Yeah, to say the least. There's a lot going on. There's so much to dissect and so much to talk about, right?
That half came at a perfect time because both of these teams have a lot of emotions, as you can be expected. And this might be one of these games where we talked about turnovers might be the difference. It might be whichever team keeps their head on their shoulders.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, I'm sure both coaches right now are actually talking about that in the locker room and just saying, guys, you got to keep your heads on straight.
It's that simple. 7-7 is the score here between Grayson County and North Bullitt. Coming up on our halftime show, we're going to have our Cougar Conversation segment. We're going to sit down with former Grayson County football head coach Bill Embry. That comes up next right here on K105.
Bill Embry is a former PE, health, assistant principal in the Grayson.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water. It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
Bill Embry is a former PE, health, assistant principal in the Grayson County school system, and still substitute teaching. What are you, a glutton for punishment?
I guess I am. You know, can't get enough. I'm probably getting close to as bad as Elmer McGee.
Well, it's good to see you. Where did you go to elementary and high school?
Well, I went to elementary school at Litchfield, the old Litchfield school, and then I went 2 years actually at Caneyville. Then I came back to Litchfield in the 6th grade and went through Litchfield middle school and high school.
Was your first job at Grayson County High School?
No, actually my first job was at McQuady Elementary over in Breckenridge County. Back in those days, there wasn't any site base or anything, and I'd heard they needed somebody over there to coach and teach, and I went over and talked to the superintendent, and they said, well, will you coach football and basketball and baseball and track? And I said, yeah. They said, you're hired. And so I taught at McQuady Elementary, a very, very small school, only had like 12 8th grade boys, I think, something like that. So.
Did you know Mick Caba before you came back to Grayson County High School?
Well, yes. He's actually how I got into football. me and my wife was at McDonald's in E-Town one day, and I just had known of him, and I saw him, and I was talking to him, and I said, Coach, and Gerald Claypool, if you might remember that name, he'd offered me a job from McQuady to teach PE at Wilkie. And I said, now, Coach, I said, I don't know much about football, but I said, if you need me to help you with junior pro or something like that, I'd be glad to. And he kind of grinned, didn't say anything. And the next morning, I got a call from the superintendent. He said, Bill, he said, do you want to teach at the high school? I said, well, yeah, I'd rather. He said, if you'll help Caba coach football, we'll give you a job at the high school. I said, well, I'll go talk to him about it. And he said, he's waiting on you now at practice. So I actually go out, and they was practicing over behind the middle school at that time in the summer. And I went out there, and I didn't know much. I had my blue jeans on, probably some work boots. And I went down, and if you might remember, Don Rollins was assistant. He said, go down there and Coach Rollins to show you what to do. So I'll go down there, and he had these guys doing this, and he said, you take them over here and do this and this and this. And he called it the Richie and Louie technique. And I said, Coach, I said, you may ought to do that and let me watch. I'll do it tomorrow. So anyway, that's how I got my start under Mick Caba. And, of course, we became good friends, him and his wife and me and my wife, and he's a wonderful man.
I guess little did you know then you would end up wearing the head coaching shorts and the whistle. Your head coaching career got off to a pretty good start. You know, we talk a lot over the last 40-plus years about 1982 in particular. Just kind of tell me your thoughts about the 1982 Cougar football team.
Okay, and before I get to that, of course, I coached 2 years under Vic Clark and 2 years under Don Rollins. And then actually 81 year, we probably had maybe a better team than 82. We had, and I can say that because these same kids were, juniors, and I had a whole lot of seniors, and then we had a young man that transferred out, so we wasn't supposed to be very good in 1982. We only had like 20-something players and about 15 that could play. But they were a gutty bunch. You can't name one over the other. They was about all almost equal. Just hard-nosed, tough kids. We lost our first game to Edmonson County, and I guess it made them mad. So, we went back to work and played real hard. And, of course, back then it was only 4 classes. And we had sub-districts. We won our sub-district, and then we won the district. We beat Elizabethtown. And then we had to go to Franklin County. And this was 82, and if we beat Franklin County, we're one game away from going to Louisville. Back then, now it's at Lexington, but back then it was at Louisville. So we was one game away. So we go to Franklin County, and they had a real good team, but they had 2 running backs that were track record holders. I mean, they were fast, and we played them, and I'd be willing to bet that was the coldest night ever that anybody played football in the state of Kentucky. It was spitting sleet and snow, and it was about, wind was high, and their field was just a glaze of ice. And Franklin County got the ball, and they run an option play, and this guy ran about 75 or 80 yards for a touchdown. And then we got it and stumbled around there and didn't do anything, and they got it and run another play the same way. 12-0. They couldn't kick extra points. And then all of a sudden we grounded out. We drove the field, made it 12-7. There's still 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And they got it and handed it to that other running back up the middle, and he goes 80 yards, so it's 20-7. And we still got 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and I thought, man, what is this? So we grinded out again, so we score, and it's 20-14. And we'd given them about 260 yards on those 3 plays, and we only gave them 20 for the rest of the game. And we plugged around there, and finally in the fourth quarter, we drove the field and got down inside and scored and kicked our extra point and beat them 21-20. And that was how we got to go to the Final Four.
It seems like throughout history, anytime you go back to talk about excellence in Cougar football, that's the period that you go to. Now, from the early 80s, there's probably a pretty low valley, that we kind of went through in the 2000s or so, and came back up the other side in the last 15 years or so. In particular, the last couple of seasons, we've had a couple of programs that get compared to the 82 team a lot. As a former head coach and as kind of the architect of the 82 team, how does it make you feel looking at the 23 and 24 team?
Well, I've watched them play. I'm telling Sam I don't really go as much as I need to. But I've gone watch them, and a lot of those kids whose parents played for me, the Chaffins, and there's some others, But we just hope that they, can go and get another Final Four. That would be nice to, for them to remember, and maybe hang 2 banners in the gym down there that says Final Four, or even further than that. But I know they were doing a real good job right now, and I wish them the best of luck.
On the show this week, I sort of teased that I was going to share with you that I have a particular love of a food item thanks to you, and it's not banana pudding, which most people would think that it is. But in addition to having you as a coach, I had you as a PE teacher as well, and I had you, I think, for maybe third or fourth period, which is when we went to lunch. And so you and Coach Sapp, when we would leave the gym, we'd get out into the band hallway. You all would turn left and go to the cafeteria, and Cole and several others and we would turn right and go to town and have lunch for Chicken Littles at KFC.
Is that right? I don't know if I remember that, but
I hope you don't remember that. We thought you didn't know about it, so maybe this is news to you.
It is news to me. I guess I was pretty naive back in those days.
No, you were just motivated to get to the Commons and get your own lunch.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't miss too many lunches.
Listen, thanks for your dedication to not only Cougar football, but to the administration, the multiple schools you've been at, still serving as well. I truly appreciate you.
All right, thank you very much.
That's Coach Bill Embry. Our guest on Cougar Conversations is part of our GCHS 50 celebration.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars have a 7-7 game against North Bullitt here today. And Jake, this half here, Grayson County started off on their first drive, 5 plays, ends in the touchdown to Colby Chaffins with 8:44 left in the first quarter. And since that point, it's just been mucky for this Cougar team.
It really has. You know, we started off, and you just felt great about that start, coming out and, taking it down the field 5 plays and punching it in the end zone. And, then it seemed like things kind of dried up. We started getting some negative plays, negative, penalties, pushing us back behind the chains. And as we've talked about, that's just not a game that we can play as one behind the chains. So I want to see us clean things up here this second half. And this first drive is going to be huge as North Bullitt gets the ball.
Grayson County does have North Bullitt to give the ball to them. 7-7 game. North Bullitt, this game has also gotten kind of chippy as well, and I'm sure that the conversation at the half was keep your heads on your shoulders and let's play football. Let the pads talk and not your mouths.
Yeah, exactly, Sam. And that's no place for that on the football field. And, these referees, as we talked about, we were giving them props, there, that first one saying, hey, guys, keep it clean. So they had a little conversation with the captains, and then after that, the flags started flying. So got to keep their heads on straight.
7-7 is the game. Grayson County and North Bullitt. The second half's next on K105.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true. We've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business.
Men and 1 out of every 3 women will get cancer in their lifetime.
Don't ever give up.
Cougar football on K105.
The opportunity is still there for Grayson County. It's tied 7-7 at the half between the Cougars and the Eagles of North Bullitt. North Bullitt is scheduled to get the football to start the second half of play. Sam and Jake back with you. Jake, this is it. Your season is on the line here for both of these teams. You want the opportunity to move on. South Warren up 14-0. Bowling Green up 14-0. Listen, we can talk all we want about that, but it doesn't matter if you don't take care of business in the second half.
That's it, Sam. This is what you play for. This is the opportunity. It's might as well be 0-0 on the scoreboard right now. We got to win this second half and take care of business. Forget about everything else. Play Cougar football. And let's have a good defensive stop right here.
Keep your head on.
Exactly.
Here comes the kick from Evan Hasty. He kicked deep last time, and he kicks deep this time. A booming kick that's caught back at the 10-yard line by North Bullitt. Going up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, breaking through up to the 40-yard line, coming near side. One tackler in front, down to the 45, to the 40, and being shoved out of bounds. Down at the 38-yard line, huge return. There are no penalty flags on the play.
huge return, and, good job there at the end just to make the tackle, force him out of bounds, and now it just puts more pressure on the defense. And, I'm sure Coach Embry was trying to make some adjustments there at halftime on how to stop this North Bullitt passing game, and, they kind of started hurting us with the run a little bit there too. So
down to the 38-yard line. Their one touchdown was a 51-yard bomb to Hunter Puckett. Grayson County's lone touchdown was a 1-yard touchdown run by Colby Chaffins. First down and 10 from the Grayson County 38-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half. It's tied at 7 between Grayson and North Bullitt. Winner advances to the region championship. They send Puckett out on a screen far side. It's a little bit of a low pass, and it's a double pass throwing into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, North Bullitt. The double pass works, and North Bullitt has the lead now.
And Sam, that was something that you and I talked about. That guy could throw, and he had a receiver wide open. The trick play on the first down there, and the tides have turned. It puts all the pressure back on us. We're going to see what we're made of here.
Sam Felix pulls in the touchdown catch, and North Bullitt has their first lead of the game. Cody Hill on to attempt the extra points. She's 1 of 1 tonight. Good kick, and it is good. North Bullitt leads Grayson 14-7, 11:41 left first in the third quarter. This is Cougar football on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero. Now that's a superhero landing. Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes. Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home. That's my girl!
14-7, they trail North Bullitt. 11:41 left in the third quarter. Jake, this is a dangerous moment here for this Grayson County football team, but you don't need to think of it as a dangerous moment.
No, Sam, you just got to come out here and take care of business, as we were talking about in that break. Kind of wonder what North Bullitt's going to do here. They've got the ball kind of lined up awkwardly for the kickoff.
Here comes the kick. It is a shorter kick, taken on the low bounce to the 30-yard line, not fielded cleanly by Mudd. Mudd breaks one tackle as he gets up to the 35-yard line, and that is where he's slung down. And we talk a lot about Uncle Mo, and Uncle Mo is wearing white and green right now, and that's momentum.
Yeah, that's it, Sam, and it does look like Woosley may be back on the field, so that's a good sign for us. Back out there playing left tackle for us tonight, and something that I think is really going to be important. We got to set the tone again here and get the momentum back.
Grayson has it on their own 36-yard line. Their first drive was spectacular. Since that point, a drop in the end zone and penalties have been the story. Hawkins goes in motion from the near side to the far side. They give the run, they hand off to Caden Hanshaw, who goes up the middle. Not a lot there at all.
Yeah, I'd say one thing that North Bullitt has right now is they have the opportunity to really start blitzing and putting all the pressure on Grayson County, because they know our bread and butter, we want to run the ball. We want to establish the run. They just brought those backers almost all the way up into those gaps. And
2-yard gain. Caden Hanshaw now 9 carries for 28 yards. North Bullitt has done a phenomenal job on the Grayson County running back.
They have, Sam, and it's only going to be tougher on him, like I said, because now with them up 7, they can put the pressure on us.
Grayson Chaffins goes wide to the left. I formation, Colby Chaffins under center. Showing blitz is Dussel on the far side. Fullback dive up the middle for Ethan Mudd. He carries forward.
Let's go.
Rolling the pile up to about the 43.
Good.
Give Ethan Mudd about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Sam, good hard run there. by Mudd just to keep those legs churning. And now we got a manageable third down, and this is huge.
It's a big play here for Grayson County. 10-18 left, third quarter. Grayson trails North Bullitt 14-7. Placed on their own 43-yard line. They need to get it to the 46. 3rd and 3 after the 5-yard gain by Ethan Mudd. I formation. Hawkins in motion from the far side to the near side. Fullback dive up the middle for Mudd. He breaks through. He hits the 50-yard line. He's got the first down, and that's where he's dropped. Doesn't necessarily matter how much more he gets. The most important thing is the chains are moving.
Let's go. And Sam, I love it. Let's just keep pounding it. right up the middle. And it's something that it looks like we're running a little bit of a read option there. Great runs right there, back-to-back by Ethan Mudd.
8-yard gain for Mudd. Last year, the mantra for this Grayson County football team was be the hammer. I think it's time to kind of take this mantra back for this run.
I think you're exactly right, Sam.
Their other mantra this season, believe.
Both coming into play.
You need a little bit of that right now, too. 1st and 10 for Grayson County. Hanshaw on the run. He runs into his offensive lineman and gets it down to the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the run for Hanshaw. And he was brought down hard on the play. Appears to be okay.
And Sam, I got a feeling he's going to break one. You keep giving it to a guy like that, he's going to have an opportunity and he's going to break one.
The dam will break.
Game. Exactly. And you got to think, okay, he's got 29 yards, so he's got some fresh legs. I know he's been fighting hard on defense, but
Caden Hanshaw is going to get tired in the second-round playoff.
That's right.
2nd and 6. Chaffins on the give, gives it to Hanshaw. He
Let's
hits
go.
the 40-yard line, lowers his shoulder, carries it down across the 35-yard line. Right on cue, 10-yard gain for the sophomore phenom, Caden Hanshaw.
Let's go. And now he's running hungry, Sam. And that's something that you love to see. You know what? Let's start fighting. Let's run hungry. Let's go.
1st down and 10 for Grayson County. The fans are as loud as they've been all night here at Cougar Stadium. 8:40 and counting left in the third quarter. North Bullitt has an extra player on the field. He's trying to get off there, Jake.
Yeah.
That's a big old boy running out there on that far side. That's Wyatt Massey.
Big unit.
A big dude. 1st and 10 from the 35. Pistol look. Mudd goes in motion. He stops, and he's going to act as a lead blocker as Hanshaw carries it across the left side. Gets it down to, we'll say, about the 32, 3 yards for Caden Hanshaw.
I love what I'm seeing here, Sam. Coach Jones is just really saying we're going to play some power football here. And, I love it. I love it. Winning the line of scrimmage up front right now, making some great blocks.
This is where you look at those boys up front and you say, boys, it's time to eat.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's time to eat. Push us.
You remember in February when we were out there lifting and you thought, how long's the season? You did it for these moments.
These moments.
2nd and 6. Handoff Hanshaw. Crosses the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And he has a massive pile of tacklers to the 28. It's like a gain of 4 for Hanshaw. Finally, you're starting to see these runs add up for Caden Hanshaw. 7.5 left third quarter, 14-7. North Bullitt has the lead against Grayson.
Yeah, and Sam, as we talked about, 3-4 yards every time. It's not glamorous, but it's getting us first down. So big third down here. I'd see us sticking it to the ground again and trying to pick up the first down.
3rd and 3.
A little bit of a power eye set, looks like.
You do have an extra blocker in the backfield. Extra blocker on the right side of the line as well. Chaffins on the give to Hanshaw. He lowers his shoulder, and he's not going to get it. No gain. To the 27. They may give him 1 on the carry. And it's 4th down, and I think Brian Jones you've got to go for this.
Oh, you have to. And, this makes it a tough call because, the running game's been working up to this point, and, you hate to go away from it, but getting stuffed right there, you might have to put it in the air.
No gain on the play. 4th and a long 2 and a short 3 for Grayson. This might be law firm time.
It might be, a little rollout pass, maybe a little RPO action. Looks like you're going back to the power eye.
But it's an offset power eye. Cornwell is an extra blocker in the backfield. 4th down and short for Grayson. It's a pitch to Hanshaw.
Get up
Blocker
in
in front.
Go!
He's at 25. He's got the
Let's
first
go!
down. Caden Hanshaw runs behind his blockers down to the 20-yard line, 8-yard gain.
It's Sam, you hate to put the game on one play, but that was a huge play that we might look back on and say, you remember that 4th down that we converted? That was huge.
Cougars enter the red zone for only the 2nd time today. This season, Grayson County 34 of 46 on red zone attempts. They've been a lot more efficient over these last couple of weeks, though. Another run for Hanshaw. He hits the 20-yard line down to about the 15 of the 16, and a couple extra pushes and shoves after the play.
Yeah, and Sam, this is where we've got to stay disciplined, because a lot of times, and it's nature. If you see one of your guys get shoved, you want to shove the other team, get them off of them. A lot of times that's where those flags come in, and you just got to keep your head on straight, right?
Talk with your pads.
That's it.
4-yard gain for Hanshaw. 5.5 and counting 3rd quarter. 14-7. North Bullitt leads. Winner to the regional championship. Power eye again for Grayson County. And we're going to have a false start. That is not good. The ball was not snapped on time. The left side of that line, both of them moved, and that, Jake, has been the story for Grayson County today. It's been shooting themselves in the foot.
It has, Sam, and Coach Jones is kind of asking, what's going on there? That whole left side, a few of our backs moved, so I don't know what happened there, but man, that was huge. Because you're staying in your power offset, so you're saying, hey, we'll take 3 and 4 yards at a time. Now you're at 2nd and what is that, 11 maybe?
2nd and 11. Back to the 21. Power eye, sticking with it for Grayson. Chaffins down to the near side. Pitch to Hanshaw, near side, hits the 20-yard line, dives across the 20, gets down to, we're going to say, about the 17. Give Hanshaw maybe about 4 on the carry. 3rd and long now for Grayson.
Yeah, and Sam, of course, you got 4-down territory here, so you're looking to pick a huge chunk up here on 3rd down, and Coach Jones, it looks like he's talking with the ref here a little bit. Maybe there's something going on he didn't like.
3-yard gain, 3rd and 8. Are you trying to get 4 here and make your 4th down more manageable, or are you going to go to the end zone?
I'm not going to the end zone. If anything, I like that rollout pass that we did earlier with Chaffins to Chaffins connection, that law firm connection. Maybe look for that. We'll see what we get lined up in here.
4 minutes left, 3rd quarter and counting. In the gun goes Chaffins. Hanshaw to his left, trips left side. Brian Jones wants a timeout with 3:56 left, and when you're down, those timeouts could come very much in handy. We want to circle that timeout taken here with 3:56 left. We'll try to find a score update or two from around the region as we do the good old scroll through here, as Louisville Trinity all over Fern Creek 42-0 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Cooper leads Scott County 31-14 halfway through the 3rd quarter. Let's see, Owensboro Catholic leads 14-7, or 21-7 at the half is the score. Great Crossing and Manual tied at 21 at the half. Try to see what else we can't find here as we continue to scroll. South Warren at the half leads Graves County 21-7. That is a big matchup to keep an eye on for both of these teams. If this result holds here, North Bullitt would head to South Warren next week. And those appear to be most of the scores from around the region that we have to see for you. Bowling Green was winning 14-0. Last score update that I had from that. 3rd and 8 for Grayson.
Yeah, big time out there. And, this is a coaching moment for Coach Jones here. And you want to make sure that you get a good play dialed up here on 3rd down. You get a big chunk of this, if not all of this, back for a 1st down or at least a manageable 4th down.
You don't need 8. Hanshaw to the right of Chaffins. Trips left, 1 near side. Ball placed in the near hash. 3rd and 8. It is kept by Chaffins. He comes across the near side, and he's wrapped up, dropped, maybe a gain of 1 coming across the near side, carrying it to either the 16 or the 17. It'll depend on the spot.
Yeah, it's Sam. They've played that really well tonight, too. And, now you got yourself in a 4th and
7.
Here, I think you got to put it in the air. They've stopped the run here twice, so you got to put it in the air. And I think if I'm Kobe, I'm looking,
give Jed another chance.
You give Jed another chance, but you got to go. I feel like, him and
Chafin's to the left, Hawkins to the left, Mudd to the left. Hall down to the near side. 4th down and 7 for Grayson County. Big play, not only in this game but in this season. Chafin's rolls out far side. Eyes up. Breaks through one tackler. Still looking to pass. Throwing. Diving attempt. And it is caught.
Let's go.
First down.
What
Grayson
a huge
Chafin.
catch.
The law firm inside the 5.
Let's go, Sam. What a great play. And we couldn't see if he caught it with the ref signal, but, man, what a great catch over there. And that's exactly – you could tell he wanted to get it to Grayson.
13 yards for the law firm. First and goal for the Cougs.
Hey, let's go back. Which 4th down play are you going to look back on? It has to be both of those, because what a huge moment and what a big conversion by those two seniors there. Great job, by Colby just giving himself some extra time. He had a guy right there in front of him.
What a football game this has been. First and goal from the 4. Power eye for Grayson County. Chafin's under center. Gives it to Hanshaw. Powers left side. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of maybe 1 or 2 across that left side.
Yeah, Sam, you can see that they are just – North Bullitt is loading the box now. And
no gain.
They're really key, and I think we're going to have to go to a little bit of a misdirection here.
This will be the 15th play of the drive for Grayson County.
And, Sam, one thing that I'll say, too, our offense in some of these runs, we run off pulling guards. And so one thing that you forget about the field conditions is you got a guard pulling. It's hard for those guys. They feel like they're on skates out here on this wet grass.
Cornwell and Mudd, the blockers for Hanshaw. Chafin's under center. North Bullitt shows blitz. It's a pitch to Hanshaw. He comes near side. Crosses the 5. The pile continues and carries down to the 1. Hanshaw gains 3 yards. It'll be
chances.
3rd and goal from the 1.
You got 2 chances here to punch it in, and this is big on big. This is what you talk about.
Men, eat. You look at Colby and you say, brothers, how much more you got in you?
Yeah.
And they probably say, we got another 5 or 6 quarters in us at least tonight. 3rd and goal from the 1 for Grayson. They went to Chafin's on a quarterback sneak the last time they were in this situation. Chafin's will give it to Hanshaw. He goes right side.
Let's
touchdown,
go!
Grayson County. Hayden Hanshaw from 1 yard out. Career touchdown, number 49 for the sophomore.
It's saying what a great job there. Great execution on that play. Great play call by Coach Jones. At that point you're thinking they're going right up the middle. Let's go off tackle. And what a great running lane there.
1:06 left, 3rd quarter. Cougs lead or trail 14-13. They're sticking with this wing formation. I'd assume they're going to bring it in, and they will. Evan Hasty on to attempt the extra point. That would tie us up at 14. The law firm connects and leads to the Hanshaw touchdown. Good snap, good hold, and it is blocked by North Bullitt. They can't return it. Breaking through Dussel, and it is incomplete. Dussel's trying to run. You can't return a blocked kick at the high school game, and North Bullitt hangs on to the 14-13 lead. What a football game this has been here today. So it is 14-13 North Bullitt.
Yeah, it's definitely a breakdown right in the middle of, of our PAT attempt there. And, you hate that. You're down once, and now you're chasing points. And points have been hard to come by tonight after that first touchdown.
We mentioned North Bullitt this year. When they allow 30 points in a game, 0-5. When they allow less than 30 points, 6-0.
It's a big stat. Big stat. This is a telling sign. They got us on that trick play there. So we've got to be ready for that. We've got to be ready for them. I think they're going to stick to the passing game. I don't think that we'll see any more of those passes from that running back, but got to be ready.
This is one of these where the nerves have to be settling in, and controlling them is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I think so, Sam. And even this kickoff right here, this is huge. Let's try to pin them deep.
Hasty to kick. Shorter pooch kick, and it's bobbled. Ball comes loose, diving after, looks like North Bullitt falls on it. It was attempted an over-the-shoulder catch by Rowan, and he needs to buy Dussel a chicken sandwich after the game because Dussel just saved him because it died in the middle of the field, and Dussel, like Superman, went diving after it. And those are the plays where you sometimes see on the dive, it goes back out.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Sam. And that was one that I thought we might have had a chance at. And good job by North Bullitt just to get on the football.
That drive for Grayson County was 16 plays and took 11 and a half minutes off the clock.
That was a great drive.
Fans come to life. North Bullitt has it on their own 32. Pistol formation, option near side. Dorsey tries to keep his footing as he crosses the 35-yard line, gets up to the 36. The Turf Monster was trying to bring him down, but Dorsey did a good job keeping his legs moving and gets about 4 or 5.
He did, Sam, and you can see, I mean, the field is turning just into straight mud, it looks like, on this side, and it's going to be really hard, and it's definitely playing a factor tonight.
Second and, we'll say 5. For North Bullitt. Under 30 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. Winner to the regional championship. 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the near side. Pair of running backs in the backfield for Dorsey. Dorsey hands, no, it's kept. Pitch, far side, trying to find space to work, crossing the 45, getting up near the 50-yard line. Big gain on the pitch, and that will be enough for a first down for North Bullitt, a gain of 12 yards.
Yeah, Sam, and that's what we talked about. Kelly is such a good athlete, and, you know, when you give him a little bit of open space, he can make a cut and make you pay for sure. So
that brings us to the end of the third quarter of play. It is North Bullitt 14, Grayson County 13. It's Cougar football on K105.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living
Where have you
up to
been?
your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Is that the best you can do? This mediocre work is
You're not reaching your full grades are potential. unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
County trails North Bullitt 14-13 as we start the fourth quarter of play. Sam and Jake back with you. And Jake, first down and 10 for North Bullitt. And this is, your season.
Hey, this is what you live for in high school football. You know, these guys are going to remember this fourth quarter and this game forever. Let's make it something special.
Whether it's good or bad, you will remember
it.
First and 10 for North Bullitt, placed on their own 48-yard line. It is a 14-13 North Bullitt lead. Option. Left side goes Dorsey. He breaks through to the 50-yard line and then runs into a wall. Nice tackle by Grayson County down to the 49. And that was a huge tackle made on that far side by the Cougars. I think Hanshaw was in there along with maybe McAllister, because if not, that might have been 6.
It might have been, and they had a lot of momentum there, and that was just kind of a load option type play that they had going out to that side. And great job by the Cougar defense to stop them.
From the 49-yard line, it is a 3-yard gain by Dorsey. 2nd and 7.
And I'm watching for pass here, Sam. Looks like we might have got a little audible or hot route out here.
It's a run up the middle, fullback dive. Cougars on top of it. 1 or 2 yard gain down to the 46. Actually, might even be closer to 3. We'll see where they'll place it. 48, so it'll just be 2. 3rd down and 5 for North Bullitt. Under 11 to play in the game. The Eagles lead by 1.
And saying this is a big 3rd down, because I think if we stop them for no gain here, they're going to really have to think about their 4th down play. If they get a little bit, they might go for it. So big 3rd down.
Pair running backs. Puckett is to the left, faking it, looking to pass over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Huge.
Broken up on the play,
Wow.
looking for Kelly. He couldn't pull it in, and decision time for the interim head coach, Jason Schum. 4th down and 5. Ball placed on the Grayson County 46-yard line. The Eagles appear to be going for it.
Yeah, and Sam, if they do, this crowd just needs to get on their feet. This is a huge, huge play.
Massive play in this game. The Eagles appear to be going for it. 10.5 left in the game. Can the Grayson County defense come up with a big stop? 4th down and 5. Dorsey in the gun, running back behind him. Dorsey looking to pass, punt fakes, throws, wide open, caught by Dussel to the 30, inside the 20-yard line, down to the 15, inside the 10. The 4th down pass completion for Dussel is a big gain and a 1st down for North Bullets.
And Sam, that's just, I didn't see what happened over on that side, but he was wide open, and he's still down on the play here.
40-yard gain for Dussel, down to the 7-yard line. And he is injured on the far side and appears to be cramping. That's something you don't typically see, is a cramp in the playoffs when it's cold. But it does appear that he's cramping.
Yeah, Sam, that's usually one of those hot weather.
First or second game of the season.
Yeah.
That is a huge play.
That was huge. That's one, we're really going to kick ourselves for. It kind of looked like I just don't know. He was wide open, so you don't know what happened. I don't know if he got, one of our DBs may have slipped, if we could look back on it and see, or if he just got into open space.
10:24 remain in the game. We'll try to find a score update or two as we look through and do a scroll through. Let's see here. Trying to find something that might have a Mayo and Ballard are headed to overtime. Tied at 17. Game happening in the Louisville area today. Bardstown over Allen County, Scottsville. South Warren leads Graves 21-7 at the half. And Bowling Green leads Owensboro 17-7 at the half. I have not seen an Atherton Moore score, but we will attempt to bring that to you.
And Sam, so, now we can't get too down on ourselves. We can still keep them out of the end zone here. And just got to have our defense buckle down.
Last score I saw, Atherton led Moore 7-0 at the half. 1st down and goal for North Bullitt from the 7-yard line. Handoff up the middle, going right up, touchdown North Bullets. The Eagles strike right back. Jaden Burton from 7 yards out, and North Bullitt has expanded their lead here at 20-13.
Yeah, Sam, huge touchdown. It looked like, he just walked right in. Not sure what happened there for us on defense, but now we've got to hand it back over to our offense after this. And, this is a huge extra point here.
This would bring it to 8. 20-13, 10:05 left in the game. Good snap, good hold. It is not there.
Good.
No good. No. Whoa! They say it's good. I don't know if it made it or not. It didn't look like it from here, but they say it did. 10:05 left in the game. 21-13, North Bullitt leads. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true. We've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Grayson County trails this football game. 10:05 left. Sam and Jake back with you. And Jake, that offense, you really can't afford you could drive this ball all the way down, but it'll be interesting to see how the offense goes for this Grayson County team. They trail. Short kick, caught low by McAllister on the far side. He gets it up to the 40-yard line, runs to the 41, and that's where they're going to blow the whistle dead.
No pushing and shoving.
Yep, just run to your sideline on both sides. Grayson County, that last drive, couple of fourth down conversions. The law firm with a big one. Caden Hanshaw started to feel some more momentum on that last drive, and I think, I don't know what you're trying to draw up here if you're Brian Jones.
Yeah, Sam, I think first off, you're going to try to stick a little bit with your bread and butter here. Try to see what our running game's got here on first down.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for Grayson County. Man in motion is Jet Hawkins to the near side. Colby Chaffins rolls out near side. Blockers in front of him all day to throw. He's going to float it up, throwing deep, and it is incomplete. He had Ethan Mudd in coverage for North Bullitt was Dussel. Mudd couldn't quite come down with it, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Sam, and great play call there. Mudd had his man beat just a little bit, and that was just beyond his reach. And you like to think maybe if he had just another step or two, he could have caught that one, but
the blocking was good.
Mm-hmm.
Tackler got into his face at the last second, but Colby can't ask for much more. 6 seconds there probably to throw?
Right.
You can't ask for much more than that.
Right, and good job rolling out. Sometimes that gives you a little bit cleaner look. I like that. See if we have to go back to the air here again.
2nd and 10. 2 on each side of Chaffins. Hanshaw to the right. Low snap. Given to Hanshaw. He comes near side, lowers the shoulder as he gets up to the 42-yard line, but a really nice tackle made by North Bullitt.
Yeah, it's still saying we're back here in this kind of weird 3rd down area here where we've got to go for it on 4th down, so we don't have to pick all of it up here on 3rd down, but you want a good 3rd down play here.
3rd and 7. Dussel was trying to plead his case that there was some pushing and shoving after the play to the official. 3rd and 7. Huge play here for Grayson County. 2 wide receivers to the right side, bunch here to the near side. North Bullitt sees something on their own sideline. Chaffins gives it to Hanshaw. He runs up to the 46-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 5 for Grayson County. 2-yard gain for Hanshaw to the 45. 4th and 5, under 9 minutes left in the game. I think you got to go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Without question, and Coach Jones is like, hey, maybe right now to Colby, what are you seeing out there? What can we go with? And something he feels comfortable with, and this is a huge 4th down play.
4th and 5. 8.5 remain here in the football game. Cougars keeping the offense on their field. 2 wide receivers on each side.
We got to go quick here, Sam.
And a whistle is blown, and Brian Jones, I believe, is going to burn another timeout. We'll take it with him. 8:14 left, 21-13, Cougs trail. Cougar football on K105.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
8:14 left in the ball game. 4th down and 5 for Grayson County. They need to get it to the 50. Trips near side, 1 wide receiver right side for Grayson. They trail 21-13 against North Bullitt. Chaffins bobbles the snap, throws. It's caught by Jet
Go,
Hawkins.
Jet,
He turns
go!
back. He's got
Go,
the first
baby!
down, and he's tackled by the turf monster, but he got the first down as he crosses the 50 down to the 48. 7 yards of the gain for Jet Hawkins.
Man, what a play, Sam. You know, and great execution by Jet, knowing where he had to get to for that first down. And, I mean, good job just grinding it out on these fourth downs by the offense tonight.
8 minutes remain in the game. 21-13, North Bullitt leads Grayson County. Cougars trying to advance their first region championship game since 1982. North Bullitt trying to get back. They did it last in 2020. I formation. Hanshaw hits the hole on the 45-yard line and gets down to about the 43. Nice run by Caden Hanshaw, gets about 5.
Yeah, Sam, great, hard first down run there by Hanshaw. And, you know, good job. And he's quietly, you know, just picking up some good yards here.
North Bullitt player is hobbling off the field on the far side as well. Appears to be Wyatt Massey, the sophomore. Not putting a lot of weight on that right ankle. 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. It's 21-13. Under center goes Chaffins. He's going to keep it himself. Run
go.
Right side. Breaks through to the 30.
Go.
25. Breaks the tackle.
Go, McDowell. Let's go.
5. Touchdown. Grayson County. 43-yard touchdown run for Colby Chaffins. And the Cougs are right back in it.
Let's go, Sam. What a great execution of that play. Great run by Colby to get that in the end zone, shedding a few tackles along the way. And, man, what a great job.
Cougars have to go for 2 this season on 2-point attempts, 7 of 8. Grayson Chaffins has 3. Colby Chaffins, Caden Hanshaw, Jet Hawkins, Jimmy Lear all have 1. This would tie the game up. 43-yard touchdown run by Colby Chaffins has brought it to within 2 right now at 21-19.
And Sam, a lot of times we line up in that little swing gate formation, you know, but now we're just lining up straight offense. Maybe try to punch it in here.
From the 2-yard line to try and tie the game up with 6:58 to go. Chaffins under center. They shift a blocker from the right side to the left side of the line. Power I formation. It's a pitch to Hanshaw.
Get it in, Hanshaw.
Side. He dives. He got it. Tie game.
Let's go.
6:58 to go. The
Let's
Cougs
go.
have fought back to tie it up. It's Cougar football on K105.
Respiratory virus.
They're looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Cougar football on K105.
21-all. Grayson County and North Bullitt, 6:58 to go in the ball game.
Oh, come
you
on.
Fun?
Oh, are we having fun? Let's go, Sam. Come on.
What a football game this has been here today. Colby Chaffins has the long touchdown run, and here comes the kick. Returned at the 16-yard line by North Bullitt, getting up across the 25 to the 30, breaking through to the 35, and that's where he's dropped. We've talked a lot about Uncle Mo, momentum.
That's it.
It was wearing white for a long period in this game, and it may have shifted into blue, but here's the thing. The defense has to make sure it doesn't go back into white.
That's it. And, Sam, I think that the crowd played a big part of that. For those of you at home maybe watching, the crowd really helped push these guys. And, man, if they can push us past this last 6:52 here, it's going to be big. Because the crowd was just roaring. I think really got these guys fired up. And that's huge. You know, this is a home playoff game, a chance to do something hasn't been done here since '82. Let's go.
The fans come to life here at Cougar Stadium. Dorsey, the quarterback, in the pistol formation. It's a run left side for Burton. He carries it up to the 44-yard line. Nice gain of about 7 yards for North Bullitt. Cougar defense has struggled tonight.
Yeah, it's saying this is tough. It's tough territory because right now we don't know what North Bullitt is going to do. You know, they have really been torching us in a couple different areas. So, you know, we're having to watch for pass and try to game plan for the run too. So,
2nd and 3 for the Eagles of North Bullitt. They have an extra wing back on the left side. Man goes in motion. It's a run left side,
Good job.
bottled up.
Good job.
After a pickup of, well, it might be enough. It seems like maybe the forward progress, it's either going to be 3rd and inches or a first down. And did they already signal first down? They're going to look. And they're going to call for a measurement on 3rd down. I'm a little surprised they do that on 3rd down, but I guess you have to do it to the 47. It is very, very close here. A measurement will come. 6 minutes remain in the game. It is 21-21. Grayson County led 7-0. North Bullitt 14-7, 14-13, 21-13, 21-21 is how we are right now. 6 minutes remain in the game. Winner of this game, if it is North Bullitt, will advance to play either South Warren or Graves County. If it's Grayson County, it can get a little weird as it goes along. But right now, both these teams aren't thinking about next week.
Nope. You're thinking about right here and right now.
They're thinking 6 minutes.
Exactly.
They're going to stretch this out, and it looks like he is.
Wow.
I'm talking, he is as short as you can possibly be. It's almost our head official had to get out the index card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sam, honestly, from up here, I thought he was shorter than that.
I thought it would be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I thought so too. I don't know. Maybe he did have a little bit of forward progress there, but huge 3rd down. Let's go.
3rd and inches for North Bullitt. Obvious 4-down territory. Dorsey, the quarterback. He's one of the lone clean jerseys out there on either side. 3rd and inches. It is a run up the middle. Doesn't look like he got it. Cougars look like they bottled it up.
Where's the spot?
It's all going to depend on the spots. It doesn't look like it was gotten by Burton.
And Sam, this is huge because this is.
Tell you, if they do it where the head official is standing, it's a loss of a yard.
It's kind of comical because they're all just looking at each other. Which spot are we going with here?
They're going to place it by the near side official, and it's again. I'm talking. I mean, this is another stretch and another measurement.
Yeah, Coach Jones is just backing away over here. He's like, I don't even know if I want to see this. Like you said, get out the index card.
This one may be even closer. They're going to stretch it out. And he got it. For as close as he didn't get it the last time, he got it by that much this time. First down, North Bullitt.
And, Sam, sometimes this just fires up your defense because they had that run bottled up, and they really gave them a big shot of forward progress there, I guess. And
I mean, it was 3rd down and 2 inches, and he got 3 inches.
Yeah, exactly.
First and 10 from the 47-yard line, 5:20 and counting. It's 21 all between Grayson County and North Bullitt. Fans come to life here again at Cougar Stadium. 2 wide receivers on each side. Kelly in motion. They fake it to him on the sweep. It's up the middle. Dorsey dropped from behind. Big play by Will Vincent.
Let's go, Big Vincent. Man, what a great play. Staying home and making the play on the quarterback. And
fired up, too. The biggest play of his career so far for Will Vincent. Maybe even lost a few inches. Because we got to talk inches now, Jake, because these last 3 plays have been inches.
And Sam, you had just said it, the quarterback probably the only – and I still don't know how his jersey's so clean.
It's very clean. I mean, it is. I mean, you look at Caden Hanshaw, and I don't know.
Straight mud, head to toe.
We're going to need the Tide budget upped.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. For North Bullitt. 4:20 remain in the game. And we're going to have
delay a game.
Is it a delay a game? We're going to have to see.
That's what it looked like back here.
Dead ball. Holding.
No. And that had to be a wrong call. Yeah.
I was going to say. Jake, I'd be honest. Holding. I'm not sure I'd ever seen a hold called on a.
Right before. And this is huge for us. So now we have to be ready for them maybe to put the ball in the air here on a 2nd and long.
2nd and 15 for North Bullitt. Pistol formation after the delay of game. It's a reverse. And they give it near side. A lot of blockers, but a penalty flag comes out. Multiple penalty flags come out as the carry comes across the near side for Kelly.
We already
and it
got
is
a hold
holding called against North Bullitt.
Huge, Sam. That is a huge holding call.
And it was thrown by multiple officials, which means that it was
had
obvious.
to be there, yeah. And what a break. But also, what a good job of the Cougar defense over here, just trying to pick up on that reverse as soon as they could and get into position. And
this will now turn it into 2nd and 25 for the Eagles. Brian Jones and the Cougars only have one timeout remaining.
Sam, and so now we really have to be ready for trick plays.
That is only an 8-yard holding penalty. Sorry about that. 8 yards. Move it back now, so it'll be 2nd and 23.
Yeah, you got to be ready for trick plays. You got to be ready for them to put the ball in the air.
Don't let them get behind you, and if they are, pull them down.
Exactly, and I'm looking for.
They've gone to Dussel. They've gone to Felix. Play fake. They're looking deep. Coming near side. Looking to throw. Punt fake. Throwing.
Pick it off.
And almost intercepted by Grayson County.
Oh.
In and out of the hands of Jet Hawkins. There is a penalty flag thrown on the near side. And I think it's a sideline warning called against Grayson County. We'll see what it is. Sideline warning called against Grayson County. That is not a
At least
penalty.
it's just a warning.
It is just a warning, and that is an incomplete. So the play stands. It's 3rd down and 25.
Great job by Jet being right where he needed to be. But, Dorsey dropped back to pass, lost his footing there. Couldn't get it. And, Jet's going to wish he had that one and that one in the end zone back. But great job there.
And the kickoff return. Not that was his fault.
Right.
But
right.
3rd and long for North Bullitt. 4:04 remain in the game. It's 21-all between Grayson County and North Bullitt.
All right, Sam, and they're going to want to go to either Kelly or Puckett because I feel like they have really done a great job, tonight.
Felix is the 6'1" tight end as well. He's lined up near side. Puckett is in the slot. 3rd and long. Fans are loud here at Cougar Stadium. To pass is Dorsey. Steps up in the pocket. He can scramble if he wants. He's hit, and he's dropped.
Let's go.
After
Huge
a very
play.
short pickup, it'll bring up 4th down, and North Bullitt will presumably be forced to punt.
Yeah, it looks, Sam, like they're bringing out the punt team. And this, Sam, I feel like is somewhere where we have to look at a punt block because, as you know, we can have a good return, but also if we can get back there and block it and try to get a little bit better field position.
Coy is the punter. Grayson Chaffins stands back at his own 34-yard line. North Bullitt to punt. 3:20 remain in the football game. Coy, they're setting up a return. He gets it away. A rugby-style punt. Grayson Chaffins is going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a North Bullitt roll and be down at the 32-yard line. That is where Grayson County is going to have the football. Jake, 3 minutes, 10 seconds remain in the football game. Grayson County has the football. It is a tie game. Winner goes to the region championship.
Uh-oh, we got a flag down here.
Where is the flag?
All right, Hanshaw's talking to the official. Not sure what we got here.
Where they're placing it, I don't know who this – because where did he threw it back?
Yeah, it was way back. So, if it was a hold, on the return, that was early.
We're going to have to just see what this is. And Grayson County appears to be holding called against Grayson County.
Wow.
So now it's going to move the ball back, and the Cougars will have it at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Sam, yeah, you're right. Sorry. This is what you have practiced and played for up until this point in your high school career. For a lot of these guys, for some of these seniors, this is go time.
3:10 remain in the game. Grayson County has scored touchdowns in their last 2 drives.
Is it Hanshaw time? Do we see a big breakout run here, Sam?
Maybe it's law firm time. I formation. It is kept by Chaffins right side. He has space to work as he goes to the 25. This is going to be a penalty flag coming in. Looks like a hold on the right side of that line. We'll see what this is. Holding called against the Cougars. A lot of holds on both teams in this game, and that is Cougars are moving in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Sam, and sometimes, again, not to keep playing on the field conditions, but if you're outside and your feet get to moving, sometimes you'll just forget and hold on to that jersey a little bit too long. You put yourself in a tough position here, if you're the Cougars.
They'll push it back to the 16. So this is only a 6-yard hold. I don't think the Cougar fans like that call, Jake.
No, we can't definitely hear the rebuttal from up here, right?
3 minutes remain in the game, 21-all, 1st and 16 for Grayson County. Shotgun formation for Colby Chaffins. Hawkins in motion, near side, far side. Chaffins rolls out to the far side, keeps the eyes up. The senior quarterback will throw over the middle. It's intercepted by Hunter Puckett. He picks it off at the 20-yard line, and that's where he's going to be dropped, down at about the 16 or the 17.
Oh, and Sam, that's such a heartbreaker. Maybe trying to force one in there by Colby. And so, now you give it back to your defense here, and your defense has got to make a stand. We talked about things, and, you got 2:33 left on the clock, and it's all up to the defense now.
Ball's placed in the North Bullitt 17-yard line. You can feel the energy has been sucked out of this place with a straw
You
right
can,
now.
but really this is the time we need to get the energy back in these fans and let them stand, because it's not over. It's still tied.
1st down and 10 for North Bullitt from the Grayson County 17-yard line. A penalty flag is thrown by one of the side judges. Dead ball, illegal substitution called against Grayson County.
Wow.
The official on the far side threw it. How did he see that? I don't know, but that's going to give the ball down to the 12-yard line, and
that could have been 11 men or 12 men on the field, Sam. I'm not
that's
sure.
possible as well. To pass is Dorsey. They throw it incomplete, intended
Ball.
for Kelly, and they are going to say it is an incomplete pass, but smart play by Jimmy Lear. He was picking it up and heading the other way. Very risky for North Bullitt, because if anything else, your best friend in the entire world is the clock.
Yeah, exactly, Sam. You come out trying to throw a little swing pass there, and you always want to play that ball is alive. So great job by Lear there. But, yeah, this just puts – if I'm them, I'm keeping the ball on the ground. It's been working for them. So
2nd and 5. 2:29 remain in the game. It's 21-all. North Bullitt has it. Man in motion is Kelly into the backfield. Now he shifts back as to the left side of the line. Now he's going to do it again. Run right up the middle, diving forward, short pickup down to about the 11. Might be enough, though, to move the chains for a 1st down. Well, down to about the 6, rather. That should be enough to move the chains.
No signal yet, Sam, so.
Well, we're waiting. Jake, is this a moment here, 1st down North Bullitt, where you have to consider letting them score?
Yeah, I think you do. I don't know about their kicking game at all, but you're looking at extra point territory here. So.
Because, Cody Hill is 23 of 31. I think you almost have to consider this. You've got 2 minutes left. You only have 1 timeout.
Yeah.
I think you have to consider it if you're Grayson County. Run right side, diving down to the 1-yard line on the carry is Burton. Looks like a gain of about 4 or 5. I think you have to.
Yeah, I think you have to at this point. And, I'm sure Coach Jones is trying to strategize down here a little bit, see what's our best option.
Because right now you are in the area where you're an extra point is a field goal to win the game.
Yeah. But that last one you and I both thought didn't make it, but apparently it did. So they haven't. It wasn't really clean.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line for North Bullitt.
He falls.
Falling down and being dropped back at the 3-yard line. And honestly, if you're North Bullitt, might not be the worst thing in the world. And now Brian Jones wants the timeout with 1:09 left in the game. It's 21-all. It's a loss of 2 yards back to the 4-yard line. I don't believe the scoreboard is correct. The scoreboard now has it with 1 timeout, but I believe Brian Jones used 2 in the second half. Is my memory right in saying that?
Yeah, I think so, Sam.
So I believe that was the final timeout, which would mean that Grayson County would get the football back with 20-ish seconds left. North Bullitt has 2 plays, and they'd have to consider whether they'd want to kick a field goal or keep the offense on the field and see what they can't do. This Grayson County football team, 9 wins. It's been an incredible season.
Oh, it's huge, Sam. And, this is what you play for. It's moments like this when your back's up against the wall. Here I'm watching for misdirection. I'm watching for a lot of different things that they could be trying to do, even just trying to draw us off sides here.
Puckett is all alone in the backfield at this moment. It's a sweep play near side. Breaking a tackle is Kelly. Breaks a second, and he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 4th down and goal from the 2 for North Bullitt. They'll be able to bring this all the way down to about 20 seconds left on the clock. Are they going to kick it, or are they going to go for it?
And, Sam, this is huge because as a coach, you're also thinking, okay, if we miss this, we give Grayson County the ball back, on their 2-yard line.
With 20 seconds left.
20 seconds, so.
And you're playing for overtime in that case. But it appears that the Eagles are going to keep their offense on the field, at least for this moment. They might call a timeout, though. And it appears that they will be set to do so. They are. They're going to wind this clock all the way down. We'll see what the time is officially. There it is. 22.5 on the clock. Timeout taken. Cody Hill is their kicker. 0 of 1 on field goals this season. What are you doing?
Sam,
are you kicking or are you?
No, I think I'm keeping it in my offense's hands and just trying to punch this thing in here. But it looks like the kicker's coming out onto the field. This is a great opportunity, though. I feel like this is a better opportunity for us because you block it. Is it live?
It is not.
It's not. Okay.
A blocked field goal is a dead ball immediately, which probably plays into the decision to go for it.
Yeah, exactly. You eliminate any type of other thing that could happen, I guess. But
here comes the kick. Cody Hill. She stands at her own 8-yard line. It is an 18-yard field goal that might send North Bullitt to the regional championship game. The right-footed kicker, good snap, and it is blocked!
Let's go!
Blocked by Grayson County! With 18 seconds left!
What a game, Sam! What a game! Just such grit. What about it?
What a play made by Grayson County. I think it was blocked by Matthew McAllister.
Let's go. Man, what a game.
And I think now if you're Grayson, you take a knee and we're headed to overtime.
Yeah, I think you got to. You're looking at overtime, and you're just saying, let's go.
But you got to be careful. You might even just do a dive forward because the ball is at the 2.
Right.
Blocked field goal, overtime.
No, we're actually about the 6 or 7. So it was, I guess, at the spot where we got on it. Maybe it was a fumble.
I don't think that's right.
No?
It's okay.
Maybe they just didn't get the kick
There's
off.
the knee. It is 21-21. Grayson County and North Bullitt are headed to overtime in Litchfield. This is Cougar football on K105.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes. Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools.
Forster and the Ad.
Cougar football on K105.
Jake, I'm not even playing, and I'm like, look at my hands here, like right now.
Listen, Sam, I think we're both just pumped up in here. You know, man, what a great game, and just such fight right now.
21-21 overtime. Grayson County has never been to overtime in playoff history. Last time the Cougars went to overtime, it was a couple of years ago at McLean County. It would be 2 years ago. They lost that game. Similar football game, this one. Cougars lost that one. North Bullitt has not been overtime this year. I mean, tell you what a football game. What a football game.
Yeah, what a football game. You know, I know I got some friends and family watching at home, too. They've been texting me just what a great game it even is to follow along with at home. And, man, what an atmosphere here at the game, too.
So overtime rules. Let's go over that really quick. It is similar to college, but instead of from the 20, you get it from the 10. You get 4 plays to score a touchdown, and it goes back and forth and so on. So you'll do the coin toss. You get to choose offense or defense first. I'll be interested to see which end of the field they play on. It might be a little less muddy on the right side. I
was actually looking at the same thing.
But maybe the Cougars want to go to the left side and play with their junior pro kids over there.
I would love it. Go towards the scoreboard. You know, and Sam, so we go back to a coin toss here, right?
You do. So it'll be a coin toss. Just like, what a football game. You know, like, it's one of these that, and I'm sure someone watching with us today on the K105 YouTube channel is not a fan of either team.
Yeah.
And they're probably just saying, like, man, this is just a great game.
What a game. You know, this is one that is definitely going to stick in the memories of not only these players, but everyone that's here, everybody that's watching. You know, you remember that 24 team that took, you know, North Bullitt to overtime, and let's see what happens. I mean, just such grit, right, Sam? You know, this Cougar team, how many 4th downs did we convert? Maybe we need to consult Roger Lush on that, but just, man, what a great game.
Here comes the coin toss. This is huge. Presumably, if you win this, you play defense first. Brian Jones usually get the ball first, but analytics would say that you want to play defense first here.
That was going to be my question to you, Sam, is, what do you think Jones does here?
And I'm trying to remember a couple of years ago at McLean County what happened. McLean County got the ball first, so I would assume that Grayson County won the toss there. I do remember that because the Cougars had the ball when they lost. They're talking this over, probably explaining the overtime rules. To both of these teams, Grayson County, first overtime game in a couple of years. Crowd tonight has been great.
They really have, and they've come aloud every time that these Cougar players have needed them, and so hats off to them. Hats off to everybody that came out, stood in the cold weather tonight.
And they have not left. And why would you?
No, why would you at this point? It'd be hard to go.
They're continuing this discussion of what it is.
Yeah.
And I've not seen a toss yet.
Yeah, we may have a little extra conversation, too, about let's continue to keep this game clean. You know,
because it's been a lot in the second half. It's been a lot cleaner.
Because a penalty in overtime can just absolutely.
It's the game.
It is.
And it's not only the game. It's your season.
Yeah.
They're still discussing now, explaining the rules to both teams. There still has yet to be a coin toss. Grayson County has scored a touchdown with 6:58 left. Got to stop. Got the ball back. Interception thrown. The defense comes up with a huge stand. The block, field goal as well.
Let's go back to that 2-point conversion that we converted there, you know, back in the end zone to tie it up. I mean, that was huge as well.
So many plays you could go back and look at. If the Cougars end up winning this game, and the same thing with North Bullitt, you could look at so many plays that they made. That interception, huge.
And hats off to the Cougar defense because, you know, you get an interception there that late in the game, you think the game's over, but they did such a great job making a stand there.
We still have yet to see a coin toss yet.
Not sure. What, we waiting on a quarter? Do they need a quarter?
You got one in your pocket?
I don't.
I was gonna say I don't ever keep change on me anymore. I got one in my car. It's just out there.
Right. Wow.
They're still discussing. Maybe they just wanted to ask where everyone's going for dinner. Probably hometown hangout after the game.
No. Yeah. Well, Sam, it oddly enough, it's kind of getting everybody out of rhythm too. You know, it is cold. You kind of, it's easy to get not as warmed up. You know, as a player, you want to stay warm, and
maybe officials just need a break.
Yeah, maybe so.
They said, "Hey, we only get paid for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?"
Hey, guys. Maybe waiting on some DoorDash. Looks Coach Jones maybe talking to him a little bit out there. I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay, I think I might have finally seen here. Yeah, looks like maybe North Bullitt has won the toss. Well, or maybe he's just talking to him. I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the coin toss. And looks like North Bullitt has won the toss. At least that's how I read that. Do you read that way?
Yep, he looks straight to North Bullitt first. Looks like we're picking the side.
And they're going to choose the right side. So presumably that will mean Grayson County will get the football first here in overtime. North Bullitt won the toss, and they will play defense. They get to move this all the way down to the 10-yard line.
All right, Sam.
This
what are you going?
is where legends are made.
It is, right? I mean, this is a chance to get to make history for yourself. Forget about everything else. Forget about 82. Forget about every other team. This is about you, and this is about your brothers around you. We're fired up, Sam.
I am too. I don't usually get this fired up. I'm ready to roll. Heck, even our director, Eli Smith, I feel like he's ready to run through a wall. And, Jake, you know Eli, that very rarely happens.
He doesn't get excited about much, but other than that concession stand food, right?
Very even in the hot chocolate he drank earlier. He pounded that.
He did.
Get your money yet from him?
I still haven't. Stephen and Heather, if you're listening, Eli owes me some money.
First and goal from the 10-yard line. It'll be overtime, 21-21.
All right, Sam, I think here I'm sticking to the run game. I'm saying
Hanshaw.
Caden Hanshaw, go punch it in, big dog. What do you got?
Here we go. First down and goal from the 10-yard line. It is a pitch to Caden Hanshaw.
Cut
He's
it up,
looking for a
big
hole at
dog.
the 10-yard line inside the 5. Carrying tacklers down to about the 1 or the 2 for
Come
Caden
on.
Hanshaw. Big-time run.
Oh, man, he ran hungry right there, Sam. Get that guy a steak dinner. Let's punch it in. Man, we're so close here.
They're going to say to the 2, so that is an 8-yard gain for Caden Hanshaw.
You go right back?
Absolutely. This is one of these scenarios here where you feed it to Caden Hanshaw. If they stop him, you say, congratulations, good luck next week.
It's like having Marshawn Lynch at the goal line, right? Give
Absolutely.
him the ball.
And they are going to
Punch
get it to
it.
Hanshaw one more time. Right side run.
Gotta be in.
And
Come on,
he's
call
down at the 6-inch line.
You are kidding. What a game of inches.
It is so close. It's the second time Grayson County has had the ball down to, I'm talking that this is one of these where you're probably going to have your 6'3" quarterback just lay down and just lower that shoulder. It is, that ball could not be any closer to the goal line.
I think you got to, Sam. I think here you do try to go QB sneak. And here you want to get real low. You want to tell your lineman, hey, get real low. Get lower than that defensive line. That's how they're going to push.
Power I for Grayson County. Third down and goal from the 1. Chafin's under center. He goes quarterback sneak. Goes right side.
Let's
Got
go.
it.
What a call. Let's go, Sam. You know, they had everybody wedged in the front, and I'm sure Coach Jones said, hey, take it to the right. They're going to try to wedge right in the front. Great job as the fireworks go off in the background.
Colby Chafin's a 1-yard touchdown run. Cougars lead 27-21. The overtime touchdown run by Colby Chafin's.
Sam, let's go back. You know, great run, just setting that up by Caden Hanshaw, just driving. Great run there by Colby Chafin's, punching that thing in.
Last time Evan Hasty attempted a kick, it was blocked. This one
Huge.
is long enough.
Let's go.
And he got it. 28-21 is the Grayson County lead. North Bullitt will now get 4 chances And we're going to talk about this right now, Jake, and I might give myself deja vu. I got to just prepare myself here. Do you go for 2 if you're North Bullitt, if you score a touchdown?
Oh, you know,
So,
that's
Bengals fan. I just took a shot to the heart. We're talking about it. But it's a discussion that I'm sure they're having.
I think they have to. You know,
I agree.
Their kicking game has been off tonight, and, hey, you've made it this far. You saw how easily, you know, Grayson County was able to punch it in right there on a couple plays. So I think you got to look at that. And honestly, missing that or us blocking that field goal, that gets into the head of the field goal team. So I think they go for 2. You?
I would.
Yeah.
You didn't come here to tie.
Come on.
You don't want to play more football. If you're North Bullitt, you're the underdog, you're on the road. I think you go for 2 if you get this.
Yep, we need the crowd to come alive. We got to watch misdirection here, Sam.
First and goal for North Bullitt. 28-21 in overtime. Grayson County has the lead. It is a run by Burton. He goes up across the right side down to about the 6 on the carry. It is a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Sam, and you could tell they wanted to stick to the run game there. They had a powerhouse backfield back there. Just trying to probably do the same thing, game plan, and just stick it to the ground and try to punch it in there. I'd look for him to go right back to it, wouldn't you?
I would. Caden Hancher on that last drive did cross the 1,500 mark. He now has the second most rushing yards in a single season in program history. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line. Handoff goes left side, does Burton. He breaks through, and he dives, and he's down at the 1. Does that sound familiar, Jake? Down at the 1.
Too familiar, Sam. You know, what a huge game. You know, we had a big stop right here earlier. Wow, can you slide an index card in between there? Man, that's close.
Third down and goal from the 1. 2 plays for North Bullitt. It is 28-21. Dorsey under center. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Looks like he got it, and he did. Touchdown, North Bullitt.
Right.
And let's see what they do.
Big call
I
here.
think I go for 2 if I'm North Bullitt.
I think so, too. They had a lot of
they're
success.
not even going to think about it. It doesn't look like it. They're going to go for 2, and the season comes down to this. Grayson County has a 1-point advantage right now. North Bullitt will have a 2-point conversion attempt, and North Bullitt's going to take a timeout. They want to think about it. I think I go for it.
I think you have to. They had a whole lot of success running the football right there. I think that plays into the decision as well. Looks like North Bullitt's having their guys all rally around together. And the coach is saying, hey, let's go try to punch it in.
And that's probably what he's saying. Guys, you want to go for the win?
Yeah.
And I think if you're a team, you're saying, heck yeah.
Heck yeah. You know, we didn't drive all the way down here to leave.
Go home.
Yeah, just go home.
28-27. Grayson leads by 1 here in overtime. North Bullitt has just scored a touchdown. We are presuming that they will go for 2, but they might not. They might attempt a PAT. They just had one. I mean, PAT, technically a PAT. It wasn't a PAT, but it was the length of a PAT blocked to send us into overtime.
Offense.
It appears the offense is on the field. The season comes down to this.
This is huge.
Let's see if Brian Jones might make call a timeout here.
Yeah, see what kind of set they get in. Play a little chess here.
And he's right in the official's ear. Here it comes. 2-point conversion attempt, and Brian Jones immediately takes a timeout. Right
Great
on
call.
cue.
Love the call.
28-27.
Yeah, Sam, love the call there. You know, you want to see what kind of formation do they get in there, and then we're going to game plan a little bit for us.
And you got the Deckers up top. I'm sure they immediately said they're doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Make them call their second play, or maybe North Bullitt will just run out and say, this is our play. This is what you're going to do. This is where you also got to look for, you know, do you have a Philly special? Do you have something like that in your pocket that you've been saving all season, just waiting for the moment?
Right, Sam. And this is what's tough because, you know, you get so pumped up if you're a defense right here and you want to stop the run. As soon as you see a play, the motion going one way, you want to swing that way, but you got to stay disciplined and got to stay home because they could toss back and, you know, have a little reverse cutting back the other way.
It all comes down to this. North Bullitt to keep the offense on the field. They trail by 1 point in overtime. The final play of the game. One season will end on this play. Power I. 3 blockers. It's a
Oh,
pitch
sweet.
to the high side to Burton. He's trying to find
out
the
there.
edge. He's got it, and it looks like he got it. He did.
Oh!
Across the far side, North Bullitt gets it, and the North Bullitt Eagles will advance to the region championship and defeat Grayson County tonight in overtime by a final score of 29-28. A heartbroken team for Grayson County. They force overtime, and they lose by a final score of 29-28. We'll come back, jump into the 5th quarter show after this. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars fall tonight in the Class 5A playoffs, round 2 to North Bullitt by a final score of 29-28 in overtime. Sam and Jake now join you in the booth, and Jake, God, this one hurts.
That hurts, Sam. You know, what a hard-fought battle tonight by both teams, and you hate that we come up on the losing end of it, but what a battle. What a game.
It's a great football game. A great football game, and I know I was talking to somebody on the way in earlier today, and they said, "Oh, big win tonight for the Cougars," and I said, "I think they're in for a rock fight."
Yeah,
and they were.
Yeah, they were. And Sam, that's just something that you see here is that we fought all the way to the end, and that's one thing that we give credit for. Give credit to North Bullitt doing the same thing, fighting for just fighting just to the very last place. So I'm just what a great game. Hats off to our guys just grinding the whole time.
Grayson County fans are wanting them to turn the scoreboard off because North Bullitt is running over to take a picture, but they're going to get the picture before you. Hey, they won the game.
That's what happens, Sam. And if
you lost,
yeah,
and honestly, I don't like turning the scoreboard off. They won. No, they earned the right.
That's sportsmanship, and you hate that. But hey, if we would have won the game, if we would have. Might have been taking pictures down there. If this was at North Bullitt, we might have wanted to take a picture with their scoreboard if we would have done the same. So hats off to those guys. I mean, coming in, and without one of your best players tonight for North Bullitt, coming in and really, just making this such a game.
This does pretty much solidify. North Bullitt will be heading to South Warren is up 35-14 with there's some change left in that game against against Graves County, so almost assuredly they will advance. South Warren, barring a big comeback, will advance and play. So North Bullitt will be traveling to South Warren, which will be Atherton was winning against Moore last I saw, so they will travel to Bowling Green, who is leading against Owensboro right now. So those are the playoff look coming up on our fifth quarter show, though. We will at some point talk to Coach Jones. I'm sure this is one of these where he's got a lot to talk to for his team. I mean, an incredible two-season run, 19 wins.
Oh, it's incredible.
And it has been a lot of fun to watch this team. There's no question to watch. I mean, these 5 seniors, he's probably got to talk to all of them. And, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, Jake, you remember your last game.
Oh,
you never forget it.
You don't forget it. And, my last game wasn't a heartbreaker like this, but that doesn't really change the fact that.
Because I've always been curious, and I can ask you this too, is would you rather lose like that or like you did? Because, I mean, yours was not close.
No, it was not, unfortunately. I don't know. Your last game's your last game, and, you go out there, and I think I mentioned this to you before, but it's like you've dated a girl since 4th grade, and she breaks up with you, and it's immediate, and you never get to say anything to them again. These are guys that, some of them may go on and play some college ball, but that was something for me. That was the last time I got to strap up and battle out there with my brother. So it hits hard. You hate to lose. These guys made it further than our team did. We lost first round. So, getting to the second round and battling out like this, they're both going to hurt.
Without question. Grayson County falls tonight in overtime by a final score of 29-28 against North Bullitt. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we'll hopefully talk to Coach Jones. It might take a minute for him, so we might run through some scores and so on. Again, your final score in overtime, North Bullitt 28, Grayson County 20, or North Bullitt 29, Grayson County 28. It's Cougar football on K105.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes. Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not. Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Cougars fall tonight in the Class 5A playoffs round 2 to North Bullitt in overtime by a final score of 29-28. Eagles decide to go for 2. They convert and win the game on that single play. I'm going to just turn these lights off so I can see when Coach Jones makes the way up, so we won't cut to our camera in here, so I can get a moment to see him when he pops up, so we can go to a quick break and get the chance to talk to him, because I'm sure that most of you watching at home want to hear from him as well. And that locker room, in fact, I can say that I don't have to wait any longer. We'll take a break, talk to Coach Brian Jones after this. Again, your final score tonight, Grayson County falls in overtime 29-28. It's Cougar football on K105.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living
Where have you
up to
been?
your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Is that the best you can do? This mediocre work is
You're not reaching your full potential. Unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Cougars fall tonight in overtime by a final score 29-28 to North Bullitt. We're joined now by Coach Jones. And Coach, man, I mean, like Jake and I were talking, shoot, like, what can you say?
Well, you know, I'd be 100% honest. I feel like that from a discipline standpoint, I felt like we didn't play very disciplined. You know, holding penalties, you get those from time to time, but the number that we got, I think, is an undisciplinary issue. 12 guys on the field more than once is a discipline issue. 10 guys on the field, discipline issue. You know, the late hit penalties, I think that's a discipline issue. And I think when you have discipline issues, that's 100% unequivocally undeniable. That's on me, 110%, because those things shouldn't be happening 12, 13 weeks into the season. And so I felt like those penalties put us behind the sticks a few times, and gave them a first down once. We get a kickoff return for a touchdown, which is pinned deep after a late hit penalty, and we get another penalty, and so. Very uncharacteristic of us. I feel like, for the most part, we've played pretty clean this season. Tonight it wasn't. There was a lot of laundry on us. For right now, that's what they saw. That's what they called. I'll be, curious to see some of it back. Some of it happened on the other side of the field and what have you. And, I think that, we were heavily penalized. I don't think that they had very many. They played much cleaner, much more disciplined. They had a great game plan with, some of the plays that they ran got us extremely nosy. And, a couple times we get beat over our heads off of a halfback pass, off of a fake bubble screen and slip somebody deep. And so, big plays, I think, really hurt us. I don't know that they had a long, sustaining drive that, ended. They got us on some big chunk stuff. And again, blown coverages and things like that, I think just goes back to discipline. I mean, you're seeing this develop in front of your face, and you've got to be disciplined enough to say, that's not my job, that's not my area. I'm going to stay in my responsibility and do the things that I have to do. So that falls on my shoulders, because I think if those things are happening at some point, somewhere, we've allowed that to happen, and so that's on me. And but I think the guys fought extremely hard and gave us a chance. We were against the ropes, down 8, get a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. They hit the home run coming out of halftime, and we methodically drive down the field and score, have the PAT blocked. And I felt like, we just didn't waver on, hey, we're okay. There's plenty of time here. And, we get the ball back with 3 minutes, throw an interception, and they're down there, with every chance to win the game, and we block a kick. I felt like the guys fought their butts off for 48 minutes. That's what I told them. I said, that's very commendable. And I said, 100%, this loss is on me. It sucks. I'll probably question the go for 1, go for 2 the rest of my life. I guess for me, I've just grown up, at home you go for 1, on the road you go for 2. We felt like that's kind of where we're leaning, but you always second guess yourself on those situations. And, we could have went for 2 and they stuff us, and then all they got to do is kick an extra point if they score. So, there's no way around it. It stinks. I hate it. I hate it for these 5 seniors that, to me have been cornerstones and really kind of growing this program as far as, our competitiveness, the achievements that they've accomplished over the last 2 years. And, it's just like, it's been 1982 since we've played in a regional championship game. It's like, we're the Chicago Cubs and just cursed, I guess, in the second round. I don't know. This is, as good opportunity as we could have asked for, I feel like. And I told him, I said, the last thing that I kind of will tell you is you can, remember this feeling and decide to work in the off season and continue to grow and continue to improve. And, we can keep headed in the same direction and trajectory we've been on. Or you can quickly forget it and, have an average off season and, and just see what happens. And hopefully some of these guys will make the decision to, to really bear down and work. And what I told him was, I said, outside of these 4 walls, we're going to hear for the next 8-10 months about how we're going to the Bowling Green District. and it's big bad Bowling Green, and I'm sorry, you're just not going to convince me. Greenwood, Barron, and Warren Central, and the other guys that are, that they're just all that great all the time. I know Barron County's having a heck of a season this year, and what have you. And John Myers is a great friend of mine, and he's a phenomenal coach. But I feel like we can compete with those guys most years. And I said, I firmly believe that we've got guys on our roster right now that if they were enrolled in Bowling Green Independent would play for Bowling Green. The position may change a little bit. The touches, for the offensive guys may change a little bit. We got guys that can play for those teams. You'd be hard to convince me that Grayson Chaffins couldn't be a receiver for them, and Hanshaw wouldn't play somewhere for them, and Jed Hawkins wouldn't play somewhere for them. And, the list just continues to go on. And I said that the biggest thing is we've got to get more guys that are like them. We've got a half a dozen, and they've got 22. And we've got to narrow that gap. And I said, but the fact of the matter is, guys, is, they're right around the same age as you, and they're given 24 hours in a day just like we are. Now, some of them, genetically, the Lord has blessed them with a little bit more. But are we reaching our potential? And if we're not, we're selling ourselves short. Because I would say that they've got guys down there that ain't reaching their potential either. And so, we I don't know. It's a crappy deal because, we score and we kick our PAT and you think, all right, here we go. And then, that two-pointer gets you. And one play there at the end, and we make a stop, and it's us running all over the field. And they had went up the middle for their 3 plays and score. And I had made the decision. I'm calling timeout as soon as they line up, so that we could talk about their formation and make any adjustments we want to if they lined up any differently. And so they come out, we'd call timeout, and we were geared up, kind of for some sort of middle run with that big guy in the back, and they throw the tall sweep outside, and great play call on their part. Very headsy. But guys battled hard, and here we are, end of 2024 season.
You mentioned those 5 seniors, and I know that, every year we have this conversation about, there's, they're really great kids and so on. And I was even thinking about this earlier this week. I was like, this is what, 5th year, right, for you as the head coach here. And I don't know that you've lied once during those senior night talks when we talk about it, because I think you've just consistently had just great kids in this program. And these 5, Winston, Grayson, Colby, Caleb, and Carter are just great young men. I mean, they're young men.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, what is your message to them? Because, I mean, they're the reason 19 wins in 2 years happened.
Oh, absolutely. I think, I think they were hard workers.
Contagious.
And, I think they, were very good about, as they were coming up, kind of going with the flow and seeing some guys ahead of him and how they kind of did things, and then just continued to little by little improve upon that, I think. And I don't know if I've ever coached a kid that put as much time and energy into being a good football player as Grayson Chaffins has. And Colby, I think as a freshman, probably 5'6", 5'7". I mean, and played a little quarterback, but then all of a sudden he just grows like 10 inches over a summer, and you're like, what in the heck has happened? And really, blossom into a real dual threat kind of guy. I mean, he had the big run, breaking tackles, and the whole 9 yards to get the score to keep us in the ball game. And developed nicely into the pass game, and he's been blessed with very good receivers, Grayson and Jaron and some of those guys, and the guys that we have, Ethan Mudd, and So he's done a really, really nice job in this offense. And I'll be honest, that's, something that we've kind of been fortunate here the last 2 years that it's been him, and we've been able to do this multiple offense stuff where we got the option game and we can spread you out and some RPOs and different things like that. And, so the guys behind him have got a lot to learn if we're going to keep this style of play. And, with losing 2 skill guys, you'd like to think that, that we would continue to do some of those things. We lose the 3 linemen, but, we lost more than that last year. And so I think that, hopefully we'll be able to fill in those spots nicely. And but the quarterback play is one that's tough to replace, especially with all the things that we ask our quarterbacks to do. You got to be able to throw it. You got to be able to read a secondary. You got to be able to, read linebackers in the RPO game. You've got to be able to read D linemen in the option game. And so it's not an easy job, and he's done a really, really nice job. I know he, over 1,000 yards both years passing, but really kind of threatened, 1,000 yards rushing this year as well. And, so that's he's from a statistical perspective, he's probably leaving here one of the most successful quarterbacks to ever play. His win-loss record and everything else, I mean, the guy has done it all. And, and then those guys up front, you talk about Caleb and Winston, undersized.
You wouldn't know it, though.
But just gritty and really been anchors for the last 2 years. They were in that group last year that moved around and did all kinds of different things to help us be successful. And then this year, they split out and take care of the 2 tackle spots and just did massively. And, we're rewarded with it. Both those guys made the kind of the all-district team there and out of Louisville, and that is a big reward for them. And then, Carter is really turned into a really nice lineman for us. And, when we first got him, kind of a big teddy bear and what have you, but he turned into a guy that when we'd pull on counter gap and some other things with him, I mean, he was really coming down the line and putting it all over some people here late in the season. And the last little bit when Carter had kind of been out a couple weeks ago, we started kind of rotating the guard spot, and tonight he ended up kind of really playing well. And after our second or third drive, we quit the rotation. Just said, "Hey, Carter's going to stay in." Told the other guy Carter's going to stay in, and he's going to take it from here. And because he just matched up well with them, his size and what have you, and really did nice. So it's a small group, but they're a tough, gritty group that is special and have done a lot of big things in this program and for this program. And it just sucks. There's only one team in 5A that gets to end on a happy note, and you hate it because of what they have accomplished over the 2 years, that it's got to end like this, with some sorrow. But I think these guys have got just an outstanding chance to be successful in whatever they choose to do because of the work ethic that they've shown here, and the resiliency and how they handle adversity and setback and what have you. I mean, they've just handled all those things over the last 2 years so well that I have no doubt that no matter what they do, they're going to be successful. And I really truly believe they're going to be great husbands and fathers, and probably coaching their sons and daughters down the road, and continue to make. Hopefully, some of them will come back and continue to make this community and in this world a better place.
Do you have something, or do you want me to go on?
I don't have any questions this week, Coach Jones. I just want to say hats off to you and the coaching staff. And it was a great season. I enjoyed being up here and watching you guys, but I saw a lot of grit tonight from your team. Mm-hmm. And, I know it, and I appreciate you putting this on yourself, even when you probably didn't have to. But saw a lot of grit from your team. And as you said, a lot of great guys here, and hats off to you guys, because we know some of these guys come from great homes and some don't, and we appreciate you taking that to heart and being the man that you are and that this coaching staff is. And Cougar football's in good hands.
I appreciate that. I really do. And, all the wins and stuff have been nice over the last 2 years, but I don't thinking back to the COVID year, and some of those guys still show up, and Mason Miller, and I see Zach Bratcher and stuff from time to time, and then the next couple of years coming out of that, we were 4-7, and kind of just floating along, and those teams had less losses, but I don't love those guys any less, and wouldn't do any less for them if they showed up tomorrow on my doorstep needing a hand. And I didn't get into this for wins, because ultimately the wins need to be celebrated for the kids, not for me and the coaches. We've just got to try to continue to help them grow as young men, and as they step into the next chapter of their life, hope that we're helping put them on the right foot and the right path. Because life's not easy. There's nothing easy about being an adult, and everything. If you're going to be good at it, takes work. If you're going to be good at your job, regardless of what it is, you got to work at it. If you're going to be a good father, it takes work. If you're going to be a great husband, it takes work, takes sacrifice. And so I'm really, my biggest hope and dream is that these guys are learning some of that here. And when they get into some of those situations down the road, they'll be more suited and better prepared. It's like we're trying to build armor here, so that when they step out into the real world, they're ready to fight for what's right and do things the right way. And you're 100% right. In my 10 years here or whatever it's been, I can't think back of having a bad group of kids. We're blessed.
Like one bad, like a bad egg.
We're blessed with we're blessed with great kids, and that is what makes this place special. I think we've got a great community that's been supportive. I mean, they got really loud and rowdy there at the end, and and that support has grown, I think, for this program over the last few years, and hopefully that continues to grow. And I will say this before I'm out of here and everything. We've had a great group of parents, I think, in our program as well here lately that has helped grow this program, and Lauren and Norman Chaffins have been a big part of that. But there are some younger ones that are coming in that have been involved with, I think, growing the support from the community level. The McAllisters, we've still got them around with. Of course, they've got a freshman, so they're hopefully around for a number of years. But the Cornwells and the Hawkins, and there's a big list of parents that have gotten involved and helped get these churches to feed our kids, and help kind of organize the tailgate and stuff that we've started, and the Cougar Walk. And there's just a big list of things that I think make the experience here for our players unique. We go play 5 away games every year, and the 10 years I've been here, that doesn't always stay the same, and I don't see people doing what we're doing. And so, I do think it is fairly unique. And, we see the counties around us. I mean, I don't recall, and I could be wrong, it's not my focus in pregame, but I don't remember seeing, an area of a large number of people that get to the game at 4:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and start grilling out and hanging out and getting ready for a game. I mean, it's kind of like a college atmosphere with our tailgate and stuff. And then, the Cougar Walk, and you've got, sometimes a couple hundred people down there lining that to, holler for our boys and everything. And I haven't seen that anywhere else. And, so I think it's a special experience for these kids that hopefully, as they continue to mature and leave the program, reflect on it as a really cool experience that they're proud to be a part of, and that's ultimately what we're shooting for here is to make it great for them, because they're the ones that we're up at 5 a.m. all summer to be here and practice and work out, and the blood, sweat, tears, injuries, you name it. They're going through the tough part, so they deserve all the reward that can come with success and celebration and everything like that. They deserve everything that they can get because it's not easy to be a football player. And that's kind of what I said in the pregame. If it was easy, there'd be a lot more people doing it because this is probably one of the 2 or 3 greatest sports in the world. And if it was easy and you didn't have to come but, part of the time and everything, we'd probably have 60, 70 kids. But it's not. It's hard. The weight room's hard, and it gets hot in the summer, and the running and being in shape and all that. It's hard. But again, life is hard, and so we're just building them and preparing them to be successful as adults, and hopefully we're doing a good job of that.
I'll wrap you up on this. Next year, you return a nice core.
Yeah.
You got Caden coming back. You've got Jet coming back. I don't want to start leaving names off, but you have a nice core to build around, and you touched on it a little bit. This district didn't have a Bowling Green in it, and listen, Bowling Green's won the state title last year. They won again tonight. They might win the state title again this year. It's Coach Spader and now Siebold. Do a phenomenal job down there. Warren Central's growing. Barron County, you mentioned them. Greenwood is always solid. How do you use this summer? And how do you make sure that those kids, because I know, Jake was mentioning that feeling that he had as a senior, you can't describe it.
No.
How do you make sure that your juniors, your sophomores, and your freshmen, that feeling, because they have it too, maybe not quite as much, they use that as the motivation to go in there and show Bowling Green and Warren Central and all them, hey, this isn't Cougar football at 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I want to reflect on, the 2010 team that went down and, gave Warren Central, who was a state contender at the time, they were every bit as good as Bowling Green and what have you back then. I think it was 8-6 was the loss to them. And, I've heard a number of times, and Jake, you could probably attest to this. I wasn't at the game, but I've heard from multiple people that the best player on the field was a Grayson County player when Bowling Green and Grayson played in 2010, and his name was Hunter Gary. And that was a 1 or 2 score game. It's a loss, nonetheless. I get it, but for a long time in that game, it was back and forth, is my understanding. It was trading shots, and so I think we went a long way this year, kind of resting on believing. And there's got to be more people outside of our building that talk positively about what's going on here. And, because I've already heard it ever since it came out from KHSAA. Oh, my God, we got to go to Bowling Green. And, if you're ever going to be the best, you got to beat the best no matter what. And so at some point you're going to cross the roads with somebody that's like that. And that's one of the things that I say this is one of the top 2 or 3 sports in the world. The other one I would put up there is wrestling. And because when you step out on the mat in that center ring, it's you and one other guy. If you lose, it's on you. You ain't pointing the finger at nobody else. You ain't calling nobody else in for help. And if you want to be the best, eventually you're going to have to come across that dude that is pretty good. And either you've put the work in or you haven't. And so for me, that's kind of the thing that I want these guys to realize is there is a bunch of guys down there that are just like us. All right? I'll be honest, I think we got some pretty nice resources here. Now, they've probably got 15 coaches on their staff, and we've got 5. And so that makes things a little bit differently. But, there's plenty of Boyle County, it's a county school. All right? They're top 25 in the country right now. I don't know what's, so unique about those guys. They're a 4A county school, so it's a smaller county school than Grayson County, and they're top 25 in the country. So to tell me that it can't happen, everything, it's just going to take more people pulling the rope in the same direction. And that means that there's got to be more people outside of our building that also truly believe that if we put in the work, we put in the effort, we put in the time and those things, that we can be competitive with anybody. And I'll be honest, I really wanted the shot with this group. I wanted the shot with last year's group. I know Bowling Green won the state championship last year. I know South Warren's won multiple state championships. I want the shot, and somehow we got to figure out how to get over the hump to get the shot. And next year I guess it's automatic we get a shot. But it sure would have been nice to, to be in that situation. And like I said, I mean, 42 years since we played in a regional championship game. We just gotta keep working. Bigger, faster, stronger. That's the name of the game. And when it comes to football, and like you said, we've got some really nice pieces of the puzzle. We got a few pieces we got to figure out where they're at and how to fit them in and everything else. But there's a great group of guys that should still be around for next season. And I just hate the way that this one ended. And there's a number of things that you look at, and I think and it's not an excuse by any means because they played on the same surface as we did. But I think that was a benefit to them more than it was to us. It just sucks. But I hate to be negative because here we are, 19-5 in 2 years, and back-to-back district champs and what have you, and that's great. But as I always say, just losing's terrible. I hate it. Winning is nice, but it's nice for them. Losing is awful. I hate to lose, and every game's got one. And again, this kind of be the last thing that I say. I believe there's winners and losers in life. And, when it comes to competing for a job or a promotion, somebody else is going to apply for that job. Somebody's going to win the job. Somebody's going to lose the job. I tell the boys before, you're going to go to college and you're going to see a pretty girl, and somebody else is going to think that girl's pretty too, and you're going to have to compete. And there'll be a winner and a loser in that situation. And so, the earlier that they learn to compete and everything else, I think is better. I think we went through as a society that part, you go play junior pro, and at the end everybody gets a medal. Somebody had more wins than the others. And that's the way it is when you grow up. And so anyhow, I appreciate you guys and what you do for promoting our program and what have you. It's again, I think that's something that's unique and special about our program. I get on YouTube to look up other teams sometimes because it's an easy way to kind of get film, and there's nobody that does as good a job as you guys do. And I've got friends and family that live outside the county that they watch every week and consistently talk about how well this production is ran, and the graphics and the different things. And so I really appreciate you all for everything you all do for us in this program as well, because I think it's just another special experience for our kids, and they can go back and watch games and what have you, and I think that's again another great thing for them. And so I appreciate you guys, and 2025 season will be here before you know it. And thanks again.
I appreciate you taking the time before and after every game, too. You don't have to do that, especially on days like today where they're really difficult conversations. I know we appreciate it, but also those watching, parents at home, really do appreciate you taking the time to talk with us before and after every game. And like you said, August the whatever against, at Edmondson?
Yep, we'll be at Edmondson to start the year next year.
Tobacco Bowl will be here before you know it?
Yep.
That's head coach Brian Jones. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. This is Cougar Football on K105.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
At 9 on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose, and the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105. Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars fall tonight by the final score of 29-28 in overtime to North Bullitt. Sam and Jake welcome you back into the booth here. And Jake, it's time to give out our Hometown Hangout MVP, the final one of this season. We talked, and I think we were both in agreement on our winner for today's game.
Yeah, going with the senior here, Winston Woosley. And, coming back from what looked like to be an early injury there, his strong left tackle play. And Coach Jones, just in that post-game show there, he was just talking about what a great young man he's been to the program, what a great mind for football he's been, and hats off to him.
And Winston Woosley is our Hometown Hangout MVP for this year, or for this season, here for this game season. Year, it's what are we, 12 games deep?
Yeah.
Plus however many soccer, however many volleyball games. And guess what? 1 week from today, meet the Cougar night for Grayson County basketball.
Fired up.
No breaks.
No
breaks for us Cougar basketball team. They will open up on the first Tuesday of December 2nd? Whatever that Tuesday is. December 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 8th, I don't know. Whatever that first Tuesday is. Cougars will travel to Washington County. We'll have the coverage of that. And then the Lady Cougars will play at the world-famous Owensboro Sports Center. That's what we have to say. I mean, who doesn't want to play at the Owensboro Sports Center? They will play Friday and Saturday there. Coverage for that, we're still having to dot some I's and cross some T's and so on. But the scoring from this, North Bullitt, they go for 2. They win the game, and I think that's pretty much the best way to describe it. Our good friend Roger Lush, he had some comments here. Caden, 2,800 career yards now, inching closer to 2,900. Some of the stats here. Let's see. It looks like 23 carries and 78 yards for Caden tonight. Colby, 5 carries, 47 yards. Colby passes for 75. Grayson, 5 catches for 62 yards. Ethan Mudd, 3 carries for 16 yards. To wrap up our coverage here, though, for this season. But before we do that, Jake, do you have any final thoughts on this year?
Sam, what a great year. I'm thankful to be a part. Again, thankful for you guys. What a great broadcast. And it's been great. You guys put in a ton of time that nobody else sees, and sort of these Cougar football players. And hats off to them on a great season. Hats off to all the fans that came out and the support. And it's great. As I told Coach Jones, Cougar football is in good hands. And I look forward to this next year.
You said it very well, too. And I agree. And listen, like he said, Bowling Green is Bowling Green.
Right.
But Grayson County's Grayson County.
They do. And, we talked about it there with him, even, just kind of in that break. When we get off the bus next year, we're not going to be down 20. We're going to go in and fight, and I believe that. I believe, we got a lot of good pieces to build around. And, I think Coach Jones is going to have our guys ready. Coach Embry going to have that defense ready, and all these guys are going to put in a lot of work, and look forward to that.
This feeling can motivate you unlike anything, because you can't, like I said, you cannot describe. And we can't even imagine, because you lost your senior year, but you didn't lose like this.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that those kids would do anything else to go back out there and play one more time.
Yeah, one more time. My last game, there was a lot of plays we probably needed to take back, but you take away one play there at the end, and like you said, they're going to replay that game or that last play for a long time.
Appreciate you taking the time this year. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it, Sam. I really have. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate Mark and all you guys do. Appreciate you, Sam.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun this year. That'll wrap up our coverage for this season. Basketball will be here before we know it. Grayson County falls tonight by the final score of 29-28 in overtime to North Bullitt. So for our K105 Digital Productions crew of Tate Kane, Eli Smith, he's Jay Clemens, I'm Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.